Sorry, that was a little late on the go. I had to like add a thing. But hello, how are you, Fitz? Hello. Oh, it's great to see you right at the beginning. That's super awesome. Let me know how sound sounds. I feel like my cheeks look really bright. I am. Yay! Okay, I'm hearing the sound now. This is good. I did not have any music put on here, which is totally strange. There we go. Some sort of music needed to be here in the background because whoa. Well, I hope you guys are doing fabulously. Donkey Dean, thank you for the early chat. I need you to explain. Donkey's totally fine. Thanks for the lurk. Enjoy dinner. Sound is good. Excellent. That's awesome news. I need you to explain maple honey because I don't understand at all. But I hope that you are doing well, all of you. I'm not sure. Oh, I know why I liked this song. It's because it works for the pigeon mask, which is great. But also, I just want to listen to hear. Is that not going to do? Is it not going to do? It might not do. Is that right? Worm, hopefully you're typing up an explanation of this because I saw you tagged me on Twitter and I didn't have time at the time. Sounds like it's wrong, but it's not. I don't think it's wrong. I think it's pretty okay to say that, right? Maybe? I don't know. I have like a terrible fear of accidentally playing something copyrighted. This sounds very not copyrighted, but I still have concerns. Like, I'm pretty sure if I just play anything Harris Heller, it's fine and free, right? It's gonna be fine. Panic mode engaged. Now is the time to panic. There we go. Let's just keep it in the background. And it should be good. I mean, I know every Harris Heller song sounds basically the same. I know that I shouldn't so offhandedly sort of criticize it that way because it's free and I'm really grateful to him for providing that service so that I don't have to go try and find other things on my own. Did the stream die? It's possible. I am dropping a couple of frames. Just another clone! How are you? It's great to see you! Hopefully we are still on. Fitz is saying that possibly, Galleon the Arisen. Well, that's exciting. What a name. Finally got you. Yes, I'm excited. Welcome. Fingers crossed the stream is still up. I'm not showing too many dropped frames, so I don't want to hope that Fitz's internet is struggling, but I don't know. But if you guys are still there, maybe just raise your hand and say hello. On my end, everything looks sort of okay. Maybe not. Maybe free reload. Will it do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully we'll be up. It looks like chat is still up. It is going real slow on my end. It could be Sevi. It could be the problem. Hopefully it'll be okay. How's that look? Eh? Hopefully it'll calm down. Right now, the frame rate is looking okay. I've got a green square at the bottom, so I'm gonna hope that it's okay, maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Ugh. It's been a long time since I've had lag, so there's like... I'm gonna check and make sure I don't have any like weird updaters on. But I don't think that I do. Nothing crazy. You're sitting at a chill 0.25 frames per second. That is bad news bears all around. Let's take a look here. I will describe my life, even if you can't hear it. Keep all those things up. Yeah, my computer looks like it's fine. It is definitely an internet issue. I might have to kick Sevi off of his computer. Snapped in? Snapped in? Goodness, you said it right the first time. That's rare. That's really... I'm sorry. But I'm pleased that I was able to do it correctly. Is it back? Is it back? Is it back? Yeah, just another clone. It has been a while. I think, gosh, I mean, for one, it's been a while since I played any Star Wars. But yeah, how are you doing? How's life? How are the things? What's the thing? You think I'm good? Excellent. Yes. Okay. I think it literally is that tonight Sevi's not going to be able to play video games at the same time as I'm streaming. Poor guy. He gives so much for the team, you know? Any hoodle. I hope you guys are doing fabulously. I am doing pretty well here. We had a good day. Just trying to get stream set up and everything. As soon as we get going here, unless anybody's got some exciting stuff to talk about. As soon as Donkey gets back, I know there's an exciting announcement for that. But I hope you guys are all doing well and are ready for some excellent, super great puzzle solving adventures, because that's all that happens here when I play puzzle games is excellent, successful puzzle solving adventures. Definitely. Jonathan, I have changed the tag to backseating allowed. So, doing well. Yours on time Friday? Yes! Excellent. I'm so pleased. How long does that, is that program lasting for you, Fitz? Is it like a few weeks thing? Is it a few months thing? Is it... Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's just go to main. We'll just go to main screen. Ba-doop. 6 to 9 months. Okay. So you're in for the long haul. That should be a good time. Okay. Here we go, you guys. We are going to play Monkey Island. I have put more than 10 hours into this game. Maybe 15 hours. 13, 15 hours. Something probably way longer than Monkey Island deserves. Not that it doesn't deserve quality time. It does. It totally does. It's a great game. But also, I'm not great at solving puzzles. But we're gonna power through. I remember last time we were stuck in this crypt. It should be a really great time. So, here we go. And it does have ambient sound of its own, so we're gonna go ahead and pause the old Spotify here. Boop. And then we're gonna bring up some Monkey Island again. Your favorite part of your puzzle solving skills is that I can see them even when it's not a puzzle game. Listen, the floor plan, here's the problem with all of the floor plans you gave. And Jonathan, I really hope that you're specifically referring right now to House Flipper, because I am. And the reason none of y'all's floor plans worked mostly, and none of them worked, is because you guys drew square floor plans. And you know what? I'm not gonna make a Miss Andrews joke about men and square floor plans, but I am gonna tell you that the reason none of them worked was because that room was not a square. Any hoodle. We are stuck in this crypt and we can't get out. We talked to this lady. I forgot what she said last time, so we might have to speak with her.
Hi.
Again. Let me know once again for you guys how sound sounds.
Again, handsome.
Oh man, I remember her talking for a really long time and I'm afraid. Okay, so she was in love with LeChuck.
Since you're not using it, can I
This
have
is
your
important.
engagement band?
This ring will remain on my finger until I have a wedding band to replace it.
Okay, so we need to get out of their wedding band. So that's important. How do I get out of the
I'll
crypt?
just check back in with you later.
I needed to ask her how to get out of the crypt. Just a second. She's not gonna tell me how to get out of the crypt,
Again, handsome.
but probably.
How do I get out of this crypt?
There's no way out of this crypt for either of
To be fair, you
us.
never gave donkeys a
I
fair
must
shake.
talk
Fair enough.
this
You're right.
lonely
You're right.
tomb
It's
until
true.
I've married a man I truly love. And you can't leave because the door's locked.
Okay.
I'll just check back in with you later.
Okay, so the door is locked. The puzzles where I have to, like, get out of places,
It's a
usually
memorial plaque for Minnie Strony Good Soup.
fun space is critical to all floor plans. Yeah, no, this is true. I have children. I definitely, I agree. It's just difficult when you also need to cook food for them. The crumbling hole. Oh, right. And then on the
Hey,
other side is what's his face?
There's a hole in the ceiling of this crypt. I think I might be able to squeeze through.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, it's a tunnel that opens on a deep, dark forest. It looks familiar
Are
somehow.
you kidding me?
As if I've seen it in a dream. Or maybe it's... I don't know. Great jumping monkeys!
She sounds like that lady
A
on Golden
terrifying
Girls.
horde
She
of
kinda does.
stunningly rendered rabid jaguars. They're coming right at me!
Oh, shoot.
Whew. It's a good thing I couldn't get through that hole. I'd be done for.
Okay, all right. I was like, no way. I was just talking about how difficult it is to get out of these things. Let's take a look at the coffin. This is good.
Ominous.
Awesome. Ominous coffins. I'm going to take a look at the inventory that we have in just a second.
It goes out to the cemetery.
Right. Thank you. Appreciate that. I wish that the camera view would change. That annoys me. There is nothing to be done here. Those ladies are holding food. Should I take a look at that coffin?
Morbid.
Morbid. Now that
Tastefully
reef
done.
looks okay. And then there's a crack back here. And we can see into what's his face's house, and then he ignores us because he thinks that we're excuse me. Children.
That must be the gravedigger.
Correct.
It's me again. The guy who isn't trapped in the Good Soup family crypt. What do you want?
Just come look at me.
Come and look at me through this crack.
What?
Buster.
Pajarmama? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Hello and welcome, Acrotimus. Hello, who are you? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys? I'm Woodland Bird, if you don't know who I am, and when I'm streaming on the regular, I stream on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Saturdays I've been doing a lot of puzzle games, and right now we're trying to finish the, Psycho Cat, thank you so much for the follow. Let me ring this bell for you again. Drunk on Grog, hello there, hello, how are you? What are you guys playing? Lunch Lady, that is super exciting. Pirate time. Yes, it is pirate time, Akron Timeless. But yeah, so we're playing The Curse of Monkey Island, which is actually Monkey Island 3. Drunk on Grog, thank you so much for the follow. This is the perfect game for you because the protagonist of this game is Guybrush Threepwood. He is the swashbuckling pirate, so it's important that we have you here. But yeah, on Monday nights, I had been playing a lot of Star Wars, and now I don't know what I'll be doing. Thursday nights, I usually play a lot of multiplayers, but most of the time, we're just out here having a lot of fun. But thank you guys so much for joining. We're trying to figure our way out of this crypt. There is a crack in the wall. And we can talk to the guy who's in charge of the cemetery, but he believes that we are either some sort of apparition or we are pranky children. So, there's all that. This guy... I don't think... I'm gonna sulk in the darkness. Because there isn't any way out of here. This is... If you guys have not... You've been playing Monkey Island ever since you were a kid. Oh, excellent! Excellent! I might need help from you then, because holy crap! This game, of all the things, thank you so much for the follow, Pajamama! Pajama mama. Pajama mama. I am doing well, having a grand time already. It sucks because, okay, the thing that sucks about this game is that I am so bad at it. Like, you'd think that 3 games into this, like, series, I would have, like, an eye for the kind of thinking that LucasArts wants me to have, but I don't. I really don't. Oh, here we go. I made my whole online persona about this. That's awesome. I think this is a good series. Like, if you're gonna base, like a screen name and other online life on a video game like this, I'm on board with. This is a whole culture. We need to pause for just a moment because, oh, I don't want that one. Because Donkey Dean is back in here. It is Donkey Dean. Thank you so much for the host. Donkey Dean is celebrating, technically tomorrow, his 1-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. So I would like everybody in chat to just give him some love. I'm gonna play a fabulous song for him. You guys, he is one of my streamer besties, probably the streamer bestie. Is that okay to say? I don't even know. Any hoodle, we chat a lot, and we try and hype up each other's streams, and we've done some great collabs together, and he is just all around a fabulous streamer. So give him some love, and also make sure you check him out whenever you get the chance. He's gonna be doing his 1-year anniversary stream tonight up till midnight, and we were just gonna raid out to him, but his computer is not cooperating because it's a jerk. So any hoodle, that all said, let us go back to the script. It's great. Anyway, so Donkey, I think you're great. I think you're a great streamer. I'm so sorry you couldn't stream tonight, but I'm so happy that you're here with us. This bowl actually has stuff in it. Send him to me. Help him fix his computer. Please, please do. Surprise, I forgot. Obi! Hello! Thank you so much for the sub! How are you? I was lurking over on him stream earlier, and I saw you. And I waved, but, you know, it doesn't work as well when you're in chat. Obi is here! That's good. Yeah, Drunk on Grog. I think I'm gonna call you Grog. Unless people are just calling you Drunk on, or Drunk, or On. Grog. I'm gonna call you Grog, because it sounds like red and it's awesome. If you've got tips for Donkey, send them over, because I have no idea. We should taste the bowl.
It doesn't look the least bit appetizing.
Definitely, you should lick everything that you find in it.
Stealing the soup of the dead.
Well, listen, Guybrush. I'm pretty drunk. I'll call you Ongro. Yeah, you just call him Ongro. It is historically my stream where a lot of people have gotten nicknames. So, all right, we have to figure out what to do. Let's talk to Murray. Can we talk to Murray? JK, Murray, buddy.
I don't want to get caught up in a conversation with Murray right now.
We have a crowbar. Why can't we use the crowbar on the door? Is that going to be the easiest? Yay! Is that gonna be the easiest?
Even with this crowbar, I wouldn't be strong enough to pry this thick gate open.
Okay, that's sad. So, this is where I begin to feel helpless. You'd think that some solution would just jump out at me. I've got an umbrella, which is cool. Maybe I could stick the umbrella up the weird crack.
I can't use the umbrella with that.
Okay, well, I don't know why it would work. Clearly you need to get alcohol, put it on the crowbar, and then it will attract crows. Absolutely. That it took me a hot minute to get that, but that was really good. We need the crows. It's the only way. And okay, so we've still got the face. We've got a cork. We've got slippery, greasy hand lotion. What if we use that on ourselves? He does just a funny dab move. Slippery, greasy hand lotion.
No.
Well, that was...
I'm not hungover. I feel great.
That's lame. An auger. No, we already used that. Measuring cup, recipe book, insurance policy. This is first thought with lotion. Let's put it on us. Sounds sus. Hey, listen, we're trying to squeeze through bars, and Guybrush, he has no ankles. So I feel like if anybody's gonna be able to squeeze through crypt bars, it's gonna be Guybrush. Oddly enough, his face is the widest part of him. So 90% of this guy's problems are having too much confidence in pissing someone off, or having not enough confidence to make literally any attempt whatsoever. Do you still have the skeleton arm? I do! Do we finally get to use this guy? Use it with the door. Do we replace something else? Do we just use the skeleton arm through the door to, like, open up the door?
I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
Damn it. And the paste. And the paste. Yeah. What?
There's already enough paste on it.
Okay, and... Don't help anymore, drunk on grog.
I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
Okay, you know what? The skeleton arm has paste on it. We have made progress. Grog, I'm not trying to sound, like, rude about it, because backseat gaming is definitely on, but I do also want to have some adventure, and I don't want to err on being snippy, but I also don't want to... Okay, what if we use the glue? Wasn't gonna help you, just said... Thank you, appreciate... Okay. What if we go to the crack? The classic solution is to go to the crack. And then we grab...
I can't see where the arm is going from here.
Listen.
I can't see where the arm is going from here.
Can I open my inventory from the crack? Ah! Okay. Should I... Okay, there's a lantern. A parrot. What can we grab? A poster. We can grab... a raven. Mort's novel.
I can't reach it.
Okay, well that's done. We have grabbed a lantern.
I've got it.
This is good. This is good. Good
What
morning,
happened to the
Woodbird.
light?
Jarza, how are you? It's great to see you. I hope you're having a fabulous morning. Have you tried putting lotion on the crack? Jonathan. Jonathan! Okay. So we now have a lantern. We should totally use the lantern, too. We should...
It feels warm.
That's great. We
It's
should...
a glowing lantern.
That's...
Nah.
Guybrush, where are you? You're in a crypt. A lantern makes sense. Just use the lantern. Why would you not use the lantern? Can I use the lantern with this crack? I've never
Can't
had
shed any light on that.
so many questions about what to do with a crack. And so many cracks at the same time.
I can't shed any
Service.
light on that.
When I rate it doesn't make me, so when I pop in, I get an ad. Oh, dang. Great, thank you. How are you? Aw. Okay. Remind me to message you after stream. I have
Can't
something.
shed any light on that.
Awesome. I'm excited. For whatever you have. If it fits, it sits. This is good. Okay. I know the lantern is important. I just don't know where to put it. There's no conspicuous hooks.
I can't shed any light on that. I don't think she'd like that.
Why wouldn't she like that? I can probably use the lantern with something in my inventory, right? Like a lantern plus a giant tofu
My
mask.
mask of tofu won't do anything here.
Well, that's super lame. I have a cork. I have an umbrella. I have an auger. I have a mallet. I have... Is there anything else? What could go with a lantern? A lantern and a balloon.
It's over 9,000!
I can't use a balloon with
These
that.
sound alerts. Has to do with Little Bird being named Donkey for a middle name.
I can't use a balloon with that.
Okay. That did scare me a little bit, but it's okay. You have to get out of the crypt. Think of the legit ways to get out of the crypt, and then think of how you can get such things to happen with the items that you have. Grog, I appreciate that. I really do. And I don't want to sound sarcastic because we've just met. And I want you to know before I sound sarcastic to you that this is said with complete love, but I do believe you've actually explained how to play every puzzle game. Okay. I'm excited. It's gonna be call your lure. Wait for the muffled sounds of nothing on 1, little click out of 2, and then the door will open. Yeah, it's true. It would happen. And we got an encyclopedia, which is good. We have a pin, which is good. So there's nothing else. There's the crack, which I really want to like.
Well, the hole is too small for me to squeeze through.
This is true. But I haven't...
There's nothing interesting up here anyway. I better find another way out.
Okay, so I can't open my inventory. And I feel like that crack is a diversionary crack. You know? You see those so often. So the legitimate ways to get out are this crack and the crypt door. And the crypt door we can't pry open. A lantern's gonna be important somehow. Do you think... Talk to the crack.
Ah! My arm's stuck! My circulation is cut off! You're going to have to cut off my hand!
Okay.
No, just kidding.
That was an interesting Easter egg.
I can't see where the...
Okay. Can I use the lantern in here, though?
I can't shed any light on that. I can't shed any light.
Okay, well, that wasn't news. I have a crowbar. Can I use the crowbar on the other crack? Can I use the crowbar on this crack? Massive frame drops. No! Sevi? Sweetie. This is a sad day. Are we back? Possibly? Maybe? What does it look like? What's the word? Why the video stopped? I don't know! Is the video buffering? Low latency toggle. Is it going? Is it going? Even the ads are messing up? Is it all of Twitch right now? Couldn't possibly. No way. No way. Is it going? Is it going? Okay. Right now, it looks okay on my end, but let me know if it looks okay on your end. It's like a PowerPoint. Oh no. Let's see if it goes back on. Aw, no worries. Thank you. I'm clear. I'm clear. I'm back. We're back. Hopefully. Okay. Thank you so much, Pajama Mama. I'm sorry for the pronunciation issues. All right. It's not Twitch. It's me. I'm the problem. As usual. That's all right. We'll figure it out. It's been a long time since we've had some like major frame drops, but that's a fabulous PowerPoint joke. Hopefully it will like be a little bit smoother. Sevi has like lowered his internet consumption over there. Now the video stream. Okay. Super fabulous. Thankfully, no game progress was made while that was happening. Can I auger this to make it bigger?
That doesn't need to be augured.
Okay, well, nothing else needs to be augured. There it goes. What did I do? Well, Sevi had my stream up on his computer. Sevi is my husband. He's in the room. He's playing on his computer. And ideally, Usually he doesn't have it, he can play and he has no issues. So I'm not sure if it's just like at the moment our like internet service area is like under high use. It's been a long time since we've had frame drops. Woman who forgot the frame drops from 25 minutes. Listen, Jonathan. I mean, in terms, I appreciate your technicality. I mean, in terms of like stream numbers. Okay, we've got a bag of nickels. We've got a glue arm. And we now have a lantern, which is great. So I know that the lantern's going to be important. I have a chisel. Can we chisel our way out of here? But I don't know what to do with the lantern. That's the thing. Another refresh to take care of the massive delay from frame. And bam, we're good. Okay. Thank you, Akron. Okay. So I want everybody to know, make sure that they know what we have in here. We have a balloon, a helium balloon. We have pirate literature. We have a skeleton arm covered in glue. We have a bag of nickels, a pin, a pie pan, an encyclopedia, a pair of scissors, a magic wand, glue, a map, shaving soap, brochures, tarot cards, a chisel, which you'd think would be more useful, a hammer, an auger, a measuring cup, recipe book, a cushion, a tofu mask, insurance policy, a business card, an umbrella, head be clear, it's like a hangover cure, slippery greasy hand lotion, a refrigerator magnet, family history book, a cork, the face from that one painting. Keo the Red! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome! Keo and Raiders, holy cow, how are you guys? I hope you were doing well tonight. We are trying to figure out this ding-dong dang game. I am Woodland Bird if you haven't been here before, and I am so happy to see you. When I'm streaming regularly, it's going to be kind of a crazy next couple months, but I try to stream Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Saturday nights have usually been for puzzle games. And Monday nights is, you know, at this point, whatever. Thursday nights we play a lot of multiplayers. OMG, I love the bell. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Metal Gear Senshi. What a great name. That's awesome. But hello, how are you guys? I hope that you're doing well. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this darn crypt. And the last three things I have are a crowbar. You'd think that would be way more useful in this crypt. And then I have Murray. And I have this lantern, which we got because Drunk on Grog was really helpful, which is great. And then I said, don't help anymore, Grog. And he said, okay. And now I regret. How was Maneater? Oh, the game, Maneater. It's like, what? Are your skills better this game or House Flipper? Donkey, listen. Doing okay, Maneater, so much fun. Awesome. What in the 1700s is that, man? That's Guybrush Threepwood. Swashbuckling pirate extraordinaire. He defeated the fierce undead pirate LeChuck twice. In fact, I'm pretty sure we might be the ones who made him undead. No, he was the ghost pirate before, and then he became undead. Yes. So, alright. And he did it without ankles. It's true. Look it, he has no ankles. It's really amazing. I mean, I know we talk about how Barbie's feet are too small to hold her up. I think they fixed that. But Guybrush has really got he's got some trouble. Ask the dude to open the door. You know, Jertza, what?
It's me again, the guy who isn't trapped in the Good Soup family crypt.
What do you want?
Just come and look at me through this crack.
No way, Buster.
I can't. Hey.
Curses, you've seen through my web of deceit. I'm no ordinary man trapped in a
Never
crypt.
played this, but it heard so much
What
about
are
it
you
over the years. Yeah, it is amazing. I honestly have only found out about it in the last couple of years. And I've really enjoyed it. I learned about it because it was one of the games that one of the streamers one of the first streamers I ever watched, actually maybe possibly the first streamer I ever officially watched. He was still just on YouTube, Sips. He played Thimbleweed Park, and then I think he played, it's another puzzle adventure game. And it has skeletons as the main, and it's advertised in here, but he also played Monkey Island. And then I just always wanted to play Monkey Island too. So it's really fun. I'm an angry and deranged ghost haunting the crypt.
I'm an angry and deranged ghost haunting this
So
crypt.
J&J's
Then
pronounced
let
with a
me see
J
you
or a
appear
Y
before
sound?
Excuse me?
If you were a real spirit, you could materialize in a ghostly form. It's all in the books. Well, let's see it.
Isn't the ominous sound of my disembodied voice proof enough?
So,
I guess not.
do I have to fake a, Fake
Why are
it.
you wasting your money?
No,
on
that's
all
not what I
this
want. That's not what I
bad
want. That's not what I
fiction?
want.
At least
Why
my
am I
bad
insulting
fiction
him?
doesn't require over $1,000 in hardware.
I see your point.
Okay. I get it. I get that. Okay. I probably need to fake that there's a ghost,
I'm
right?
not falling for your tricks
I
this
do have
time.
a lantern,
Just leave me
and I
alone
do
let me
have
read my
a
horror
skeleton
novels.
arm. I will now
I'm gonna go sulk in the darkness now.
make hand puppet shadows.
Maybe later. I can't shed any light on that.
With a
I
bullet.
can't shed any light. I can't shed it. I can't shed
You're
any
right.
light on that.
I'm brute forcing it. Sometimes you can brute force things.
I can't shed any light on that.
Okay, it wasn't the lantern that you could do things with. What if I use the umbrella?
I don't think he'd like that.
Yeah, but he would know that you were real. We've got a measuring cup and an auger, and what if we make noise with a hammer?
I can't use the mallet with that.
Why are you this way, Guybrush? Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what to do now. So that's cool. But I don't know how to do it.
I can't use a balloon with that.
Why not? Extremely close, but not close enough. Okay, awesome. Why would he not simply hammer through the loose rocks and leave... Jonathan, Guybrush does not have what some people might call common sense. It's an unfortunate... I would just start throwing shit through the crack and be like, "Hi, real person here, please come over." And the guy would say, "Wow, please stop throwing shit into my house." And I'd be like, "Let me out of the script and I'll think about it." And he'd be like, "Well, you'll eventually run out of shit." And I'll be like, "You don't realize how much shit I have collected throughout this entire game." And then I'd be like, "Just wait till I start throwing tofu pieces at you." And he would be like, "Fair enough, I'm coming to open the crypt." Okay. What if I put this face on
I
Murray?
can't use the portrait face with that.
Well, that's lame. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know. The flag is a big plus. Just scare him. I'm trying to scare him. Wait, like I just say scare him? Like just say
It's me
scary
again.
things to him?
The guy who isn't trapped in the Good Soup
Just say
family
maybe a
crypt.
life insurance
What do you
policy will
want?
convince him of your life. It's possible.
Fear me. I'm an evil ghost.
Then go ahead. Show your ghastly visage.
I can't. I'm shy.
You're no ghost.
Okay, I'm gonna haunt you
I'm
until
going
you
to
say.
haunt you until you set me free.
Then go ahead. Show your ghastly visage.
I'm pretty sure
Not
it's
right
telling
now.
me that I need to show my
You're
ghastly
no
visage
ghost.
to him. Grr. Angry hydrate. You're correct. Okay.
I'm gonna go sulk in the darkness now.
The LeChuck mask is important.
Looks like a Halloween mask.
It does look like a Halloween mask. That's what that chicken said. Definitely 100%. So I have the glue arm.
I can't reach it.
I can't reach them. But so I feel like I should be able to use the
I
lantern.
can't shed any light on that. I can't shed any light. I can't shed any light on that.
This is annoying. There should be Can you put the lantern down in the room you're in physically? Maybe I could do that. Metal Gear Senshi, thank you so much for the follow. I will ring this bell at you. no way that
Can't
you could
shed
just...
any light on that.
No.
Can't shed any
I
light
can't
on
shed
that.
any light on anything.
Can't shed any light on that. I can't shed any light on...
I will just throwing card
I don't
this
think he'd like that.
right at him. I'll just stick the card into his head with my fabulous card throwing skills. I'll use the magic wand on
The
LeChuck's.
magic wand has no effect on that.
That's super lame. Okay, what do we got in here? We have a poster.
It's the poster for some really trashy monster book.
Awesome.
Trust me, it'll never sell. It's a poster for Suckers 12, The Beaking.
It's a poster for Moby Dick. That's awesome.
Oh dear.
Ah,
It's hard to see what it is from where I'm standing.
it's true.
Judging by the beard, I'm guessing it's a goat. What a bore.
And there's
Spooky.
a wolf.
It
Morts.
looks like he's writing a horror novel.
That's so great. Okay.
It's called The Grog That Drank People. Part 1 of a 3-book cycle. I wonder
It's
why
great because
trashy
we have
media
drunk
always
on
comes
grog
in
here.
threes.
All right. So this is. Can you glue the hand, the trophy to I'm trying to decipher what you're saying. Can I glue the hand glue to the trophy of the man's head? Maybe I could do that. It is a dude. Okay, you're right. Maybe we can just
I
touch
can't
it.
reach it.
That's done.
I can't reach it.
I could reach the lantern, which is over here, but I can't reach it over here. Drew, thank you so much for the bits. I'll be making spell for you. How are you tonight? I hope you were doing well. Use the skelly arm with the book to make it float. I like that idea,
I can't reach it.
but I can't reach it. Can I make the skelly arm longer? That's a good question. By attaching it to the chisel. Wow.
I can't use the chisel with that.
Well, that's done.
I don't want to cut that.
Let's
I
use...
can't use. I can't use. There's. I can't.
Did I do this already?
I can't use. I can't use the skeleton arm. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use. I can't use.
I apologize.
Use the skeleton arm. I can't use. Reuniting. No. Reuniting Murray with his arm is a bad idea.
Dang it. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. I can't. Yeah, it's true. There's an upside down parrot. You nice. I have arrived. What if I start doing just? What if I
This
just?
is only for reading. I don't think he'd like that.
That's
This is only for reading.
This
It's
parrot.
either a dead parrot or a very strange.
It's like the parrot from
I can't reach.
Dumb and Dumber, but that was a parakeet.
I can't reach it.
Dang it. Okay. This is... I'm having a frustration.
It's a dinosaur from the monsters that time couldn't care less about.
Nice.
It's a poster for some dumb book about undead pirates.
Alright, suggestions welcome, because I know I need to frickin' scare this guy, but I don't know what I can use to scare him. Can I use my tarot
The
cards?
future is in my hands.
Right.
I've got 5 death cards. That can't be good.
I just should throw them at him, right?
The future is in my hands.
Okay, I can't pick them up, so that's cool. You'd think that you'd be able to just throw
There's
stuff.
nothing in this pie pan.
Yeah, I understand, but I should be able to throw it through the crack at the guy. If I can put a lantern through, I should be able to put that through. Just saying. Cat a ghostly visage into the sack and put the lantern inside of it. Oh. It's
I
a
don't want to cut that.
bag of nickels, though, see?
I don't want to cut that. I don't want to cut. No. I don't want to cut that.
Dang it. That was a really good idea, though.
I don't want to cut. I don't want to cut that. I don't want to cut that.
I like that idea. I really want it to work. It's not working. Can I chisel something into the pie
I can't
pan?
use the chisel with that.
That's done.
I don't want to pin that.
That's done. Okay. We have exactly 0 ghostly visages so far. What if I cut...
I don't want to cut that.
That's lame. What if I put the ghost cushion? The ghostly cushion
I can't
visage.
use the cushion with that.
I begin to run out of ideas. This is... What do we just use the paper face with the lantern? I think I tried that,
I can't use the portrait face with that.
but that's a good idea as well. A measuring cup. What does it
full of
have in
sugar
it?
water.
It's full of sugar water. So I have a measuring cup full of sugar water, which is cool. And I have an umbrella, which is cool. I have a book of recipes, also cool. I have an encyclopedia, also cool. What if...
I can only make out page 243.
Oh, dang it, he's gonna do...
A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution.
I must scroll up. Can somebody cut and paste his... You need exactly 12 inches of skeleton. What I have and what I can use it with to do the things. The obvious ways out make some sense. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna scroll up here. Maybe he's not afraid of skeleton arms. Do you have a skeleton foot? I haven't even got ankles. I didn't even see that message. That's awesome. Okay. Do I have a skeleton foot? That is a great question. Oh, is there another skeleton somewhere else that I could get? So he's not afraid of skeleton arms, of skeleton foot. I know he's trying to be vague. I have a skeleton arm and a head. I have all the wrong body parts of a skeleton. You don't have a foot. What else do I have? I have a head.
Good soup is food.
Is that what I need to use? Because he keeps saying it's a bad idea to talk to him, but maybe Murray could do it. Shoop, shoop.
I don't think he'd like that.
I don't have anything to do with measuring, but thanks for putting that in my head, Jonathan. Foot. A stump. Do we need to draw a floor plan? She's a scientist. Confuse her with precision. Alright, so I've got Murray, which is cool. I've got a crowbar, which isn't a foot. I've got greasy hand lotion. I've got a face. What's gonna look like a skeleton? I just... Can I go steal a foot from somebody? A footnote. This must be driving you crazy, Grog. I'm so sorry. Can you set Murray on the table? I can try it, but I'm pretty sure everything... I don't want to not try it. I just also feel like everything I've tried to do with Murray so far doesn't work.
Alas, I can't use Murray with that.
That's
alas,
dumb.
alas, I can't. Alas.
Okay, well, that was exciting. Hey! Potato Patronus! Hello, how are you? When you were younger, did you ever lay in bed with a nightlight and make shapes? Yeah, see, I wanted to make, stuff on the wall. That was my thought. Initially, I thought I should just be making shadows on the wall with the lantern
Maybe
and
later.
this. But it doesn't work. But it...
I can't shed any light on that. I can't.
See, I did this. You see where my frustration comes from.
I can't shed any light on that.
I can't shed any light on anything. This lantern is a source of much consternation. You finally got a stream. It's so great to have you. I hope you were doing well. I hope everything over there is doing well. Doing better now that you've chased off the Dementors. Okay.
I can't shed any light on that.
Like, I really do want to make hand or foot puppets, any kind of puppets, on the wall with the lantern. That, to me, feels like that's what he was looking for. I would love to.
I can't shed any light on
But
that.
somehow, it is not working. Do I need to combine something with something? So, okay, it's not the arm with anything else because I tried the arm with everything. It's not the scissors with anything else because I tried the scissors with everything. Imagine how comical it would be when you just drop a glowing potato on the ground and all of the Dementors scream and run away. Would be awesome. You can summon a full Patronus, and then it's just a potato. But everyone's so happy. Okay. Unless, Jonathan, have you considered that she is the potatoes Patronus? You've been so close to the correct action 8 times. Are you counting over there? Do you have like an abacus of success? Okay. Okay. Grog, this is what I want to do. I want to make shadow puppets. But I can't cut anything, so far as I know, in order to make a, like, cover for the lantern to shed light on the wall. So far. I can't just stick something through the wall somehow, apparently, even though I can steal stuff from the man's room, and he doesn't think that that's haunting. Could be a Patronus made of potatoes, rather. Magic, yes. And I'm just imagining flinging mashed potatoes at someone while screaming, Expecto Patronus. Yeah, that would definitely be unexpected, which is hilarious because it's something unexpected happening while you're saying Expecto. A
little baby pigeon.
I deserve this, don't I? Okay. I don't know what to do. Okay. Maybe with the pigeon mask, we will be able to solve the mysteries of this. What 2 things do you need to make shadow puppets? I need a lantern and a puppet.
Just so you know, Mom,
It's already got 2 eyes in the mouth.
very big.
Can you put a mask on the skull?
You hear about it? You're going to be very proud.
That's a really great idea. Okay, we are now also speaking like the Gru, apparently. Because the Gru pigeon is the most famous pigeon. Do you have both of those things? Yes.
My mask of tofu won't do anything. Here.
It won't do anything. I do not have a puppet. Do I have a puppet? Have I been missing the puppet the whole time? Incorrect. I have not been missing a puppet.
No.
See?
I can't shed any light on that.
I feel like I am unable to do the thing.
Maybe later.
Okay. Nobody laughed that I am trying this recently to use the lantern with the lantern itself. Grutu is Drutu's cousin. Okay, we must find. Do I have both of the things? Grutu. Wait, this give me, can you? Okay, here we go. We must be doing the things and the other things all the time. Okay, so. One moment must begin the pigeon song. Yes, we have begun. The pigeon song is now on. We must play a few times and then it's okay. So now, I suppose if I'm bird, I'm thinking. One of those item combos gave a different response. What? What?
Maybe later. I can't shed any light on that. I can't shed any light. can't shed any light. Can't shed any light on that. Can't shed any
Lies. Okay. What did the mask?
My mask of tofu. My mask of tofu. My mask of tofu won't do anything here.
I'm going to have small breakdown. I feel like the pigeon mask really makes you question your life choices as a streamer. This is true. Also, compared with the Gru voice and the failure to be awesome. I question, I think to myself, how did we end up here? Trying to make a puppet with various items that we are keeping in a box in who knows where on our person, trying to please a game company that no longer exists anymore, but is being brought back again for the benefit of our nostalgia. These difficult times.
Maybe later. Alas, I can't use Murray with that. Alas.
Alas.
I can't use Murray with that.
You guys, I am having
Alas. Reuniting Murray with his arm is a bad idea.
the
Reuniting Murray with his arm. Alas.
That was different? Yes. I am in agreement. But it was not helpful different. I'm going to have a little breakdown. Lamau, wear a pigeon mask and talk like a goober. Yeah, this is exactly what has happened. I am pretty sure you guys are not taking the breakdown seriously. It's okay, because if what's really truthfully happening would be more serious. Okay. Rude. Okay. I'm just trying to make a scary puppet. Unfortunately, Guybrush just told me something. Gotta be a tip. He did. He said it's a bad idea to reunite the arm and the skull, but he's not allowing me to reunite the skull with the arm. You know what I'm saying? You used one item on another when you need to use the other on the one.
Reuniting Murray with his arm is a bad idea. No. Maybe later. I can't shed any light on that.
Okay. I'm ashamed here, but I am going to need some very clear directions. Mr. J. Gilbert, I'm still using my Gru voice. How are you? I hope that you're well. I'm doing okay. I am really becoming frustrated. And the thing about this game is, every time I play it, it's this way. I'm 3 games in, and every single time. Zeus, Sperm of Zeus, how are you? I hope you are well. I hope you know how to play this game. Your wife is already here. It's not going well. I'm having troubles. I used an item wrong apparently, and I'm not paying enough attention, and I don't know what to do, and nobody, since I told them to stop telling me what to do, nobody is going to tell me what to do anymore, and they're just like, you need to use an item with another item, and you almost did, which is really helpful if you're somebody who remembers which items that you used on other items, but I'm just clicking the shit out of everything. You're back, no more issues. Excellent, Worm. Welcome. We're not very much further at all. Just maddening. Okay, what if
Sky Vodka.
I just-
From the blue. Sky Vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. 2021 Campari America.
Maybe that's what we need. It's 40% alcohol
At Batteries Plus,
for the
we power
crowbar.
family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our
I can't
local
use the cork with
hospitals.
that.
We power
Hey,
connections with friends.
Good old Guybrush. He's not very helpful.
We do
Guybrush is
more than
not
replace
helpful at
batteries
all.
and fix phones
It's the
with
items you got
tablets.
from the crypt.
We
I
help
don't
our
remember what
neighbors
items I got from the crypt. Is it a crowbar and a
How
lantern? Is
powerful
it...
is that? Visit Batteries
Okay, you
Plus
guys, I need
in-store,
specific
curbside, and
directions,
online.
please.
Save $30
This.
on X2
Did you see what I
powered
bought today?
boat
I did not.
batteries. For
Yes, I
details and
did see
limitations,
Worm.
visit
I actually mentioned. I saw that you got maple honey, which I have no idea what that is, but I'm excited to learn. The solution lies in those. I don't remember what I got from the crypt. See, that's the problem. I went to the crypt like months ago. Like a month ago? A month ago. And then I haven't streamed since then, and that's what's happened here. I had an auger before I went in. Maple honey. No more tips. Jetsa! Okay, you asked. Use the lantern on the skull. Then you're missing something else in the crypt.
Maybe later.
Okay. I am missing something else in the crypt. Can I take it? Big brain.
I don't want to get my fingerprints all over.
Pigeon brains. Sounds like maple syrup and honey. I returned to my PC to see the bird stream. Drew2, welcome. Excellent. Hello. I'm so pleased. Could you imagine if your real eyes were on the side of your head? Yeah, that would be really strange, wouldn't it? It's exactly what it sounds like. Honey made from maple nectar. But wait a second. We've told enough hints. There's never enough hints. I can't steal the bowls from these guys.
No, really, I couldn't. I'm full.
I'm gonna find it. I will find the other thing. Okay. Maple trees are flowering plants. Yeah, but so bees.
Vegetable soup with raisins?
So the bees.
I don't feel comfortable stealing the soup. It doesn't look the least bit appetizing. It's vegetable soup with.
So the bees just they make honey with the maple tree blossoms, and then they and then you buy it. Is that what I'm hearing? You ain't missing an item, aren't? Oh no. But it said that I am, because the lantern with the skull is not working.
Maybe later.
You see?
Maybe later.
Ugh. Did I break the game then? What could I possibly be missing? Like, I feel extra super. Did you use all of your options with the ghosty? Maybe? Good. Angry. Did I get angry hydrate? You can't tell, but I'm definitely angry. Okay. We must speak again with her. It'll be great. It's actually made from the same way base as syrup, just bee vomit added in.
Hello
That's awesome.
again,
Through the mask. Use Mary with the lantern, not the lantern on. I did that! Wait, how long does the mask even stay on? It's like 10 minutes. If I redeem again, is it off? Okay.
Where did the Chuck take the diamond?
I feel like of all the vomit I've tasted, bees have the tastiest. Akron, that worries me. And I've done the engagement band, and she needs something to replace her engagement band. Jonathan, that's not the problem.
Last time I saw Charles, he had checked into the hotel.
How do I get out of this crypt?
There's no way out.
There's no way
It's
out of
technically
this
not
crypt
vomit,
for
just
all of us.
enzymes. But it sounds funnier to call it
I must
vomit.
call this
Hey, we've got a lot of
number
enzymes
because
in our. I mean, it's true. It works out. We've
And
got a
you
lot of
can't
enzymes in
leave
our
because
one.
the door is locked.
The door is locked. Okay, this is.
What happened to that young man you liked so much?
The last time I
Okay,
saw
he's checking the
Charles,
hotel crap. Okay,
he had checked into the hotel.
there's one key step missing. Everything else is right. Oh! Tell me the key step. I need to know. I have to take the pigeon mask off because the song is ended. Okay, here we go. I mean, I enjoy. Wow. Everything's so different and weird without the mask on. It's better. It's better. So,
I'll just check back in with you later.
place lantern on a coffin by the crack. This makes so much more sense now. How did Harry Potter get down the hill? By walking. JK, rolling. Awesome. Okay. And now... Oh. It would have worked.
Alas, I can't use Murray with that. Nah. My shadow is being cast on that back. Alas, I can't use Murray with that. Alas, I can't use Murray with that.
If you just stand there, it the skeleton arm. I
can't use the skeleton arm with that.
Wait a second. I see.
Hey, Murray, be fearsome.
Okay.
There. Okay. All right. This is so
I am one of the living dead. Fear me. Release me. Hey, look at me. I'm a ghost here.
So I feel like now is a good time to let you guys know. That didn't work. I can't believe it didn't work. You could have just clicked Murray on the lantern and this would have... I tried that, Jartza. I tried that. I tried so much. I guess this works too. I tried so hard.
Okay.
Use skeleton arm on the lantern. Use Murray with the lantern. I think we got it. Maybe?
Release me from this wretched tomb.
Wow. He definitely got into it. He got into it! Then use Murray with the lantern. Leave the crypt, go back to the hotel. What?
Beneath the cushions of your upholstered furniture. And never more will you be able to find socks that match. All right, hang on. I'm coming.
Okay, we did it!
Great work, Murray.
I was terrifying, wasn't I?
So...
My demonic powers have made me
omnipotent! Okay. So, in...
Looks like the lantern.
Oh, now we still have our pigeon music on as well. We didn't want pigeon music on anymore. Okay. Here we go. We are just like Von Gentler said, it doesn't matter if you use the lantern with Murray or the Murray with the Guybrush Astoria needs his green meds. They're loud. Good on you, Murray, or Murray the lantern, both ways. Okay. So it just matters that the lantern has to actually be set on that stupid coffin. That's annoying. So now, when I was in college, in order to not have to take another math class, because I hate math, and we just walk out. How great is that? I took a programming class, and I showed up, and you don't even have to put the lantern down. But I tried that, Jartza. I promise you I tried that. Everybody who was here saw me try that. Local scientist. I know. I'll do math for science all day long, but math in a math class, it just doesn't do. And so I befriended some people in like computer lab when we had to do like programming and stuff like that. And so I made friends with this one guy and then another guy, and we would do projects together because I was really good at figuring out what we actually needed to do and kind of getting the like general idea of what the thing was. And then the next guy was really super good at actually writing freaking code. And then the third guy sucked at both of those things, but was really somehow good at debugging code. And so we just went round and round the room, and it was amazing. And that's how I made it through programming class. And I feel like that's what we're doing right now here, is generally speaking, sometimes I know what to do, which you guys probably also know what to do. But I need some help with the practicalities. I'm a programmer. I electrocute flat rocks until they do math for me. There you go. Just need to stand in front of the crack, then it works. I hope someone said you were 8 times too close to it. It doesn't work if you're looking inside. That's the problem. That's what I needed. Yep. So you didn't try it. Okay, Charles, so you're right. Teamwork, yes. It still baffles me how an energized rock can do shit like that. I'm with you. So,
well, Murray, are you ready to continue our heady adventuring? Murray? Where'd he go?
To we lose Murray? Alright. Back to the hotel. Honestly, it still baffles me that my code actually. So humble.
Hi, guys. I've risen from the deepest recesses of the underworld. Your curiosity is overwhelming.
And so here's the thing. I'm not sure I remember what to do next. Most days. You're too humble, Akron. Cannonballs will also energize rocks. Okay. What did I need to go to the...
How can I get out to Skull Island?
Well, there used to be a regular ferry.
Why
out
were
to
we in the
Skull
crypt?
Island,
Is my
but
question.
he was
We had to
lost
pretend. We
sea
did an
when the
exciting.
lighthouse broke. He never was a very strong navigator.
Okay. Brief pause while we read something from Wikipedia as fast as we possibly can. Wachow. Welcome to Wikipedia. Today's article is CM Punk, and this is the part of the show where I read something from Wikipedia that's random as fast as I can, and then it will be good. I guess I can hit random article instead of doing whatever. That's a really short, super short. That's in other languages. I guess we will do this. The Gulf is large enough from the ocean from the landmass, typically with a narrow opening in a bay that is not observable in all geographic areas, so named. The term Gulf was traditionally used in a largely highly indented navigable bodies of salt water that are enclosed by the coastline. Many gulfs are major shipping areas such as the Persian Gulf, Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Finland, and Gulf of Aden. That was really short, but it's okay. Alright, here we go. Watch out! That's it. We just need tiny cannons. Curse you, tiny cannons. Alright, here we go. Now we will go back, and try and remember why, I'm off.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood
I need to... Okay. I need to remember why I went to... Look away for a second. I get confused. How shipping in the Gulf had anything to do with CM Punk. Okay, so we have I sort of remember briefly this, but I don't remember if I need to do anything in here.
I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty.
Is this where we needed the crowbar from? And you could use a cannon as a large cannon. This is true. There's a lot of dead people in this. Yeah, there are. Okay, so this is great. And then I need to... I
can see the good soup crypt from here. Nah.
Do I launch him through? What's that? A large computer.
Looks comfortable.
Okay, and then I'm going to use the crowbar again on these nails so that it launches him. Good stuff. And he has a parachute. Do you see that over there? That's awesome. Boom! Oh, I got him there. Okay, I now remember everything about why we were supposed to do all this. This is great. You need to yeet the corpse.
Charles, the goulash, is it really you?
Yes!
Minnie! It's been so long.
Aww.
Charles, it has. It has.
It's not Corpse Bride, it's Corpse Groom.
Really? Why, you look exactly the same.
Oh,
Charles, how you flatter me. Oh, but you
oh,
must go.
Charles.
But why? Now that I've found you again after all these years.
What would our families say if they knew we were alone together on such a romantic night?
Oh my gosh, you've been dead for like
This
100
may sound
years.
Rash, but I love you, Minnie
Aww.
Good Soup.
Oh, Charles, you mustn't.
Oh,
Oh,
Charles.
I can't help it. I've always loved you. Do you hear? I've always loved you, Minnie, and I always will. Come away with me now.
Elope? Oh, but
Elope?
Charles, it just isn't done. Think of the
Elope?
scandal it would cause.
To heck with the scandal, Minnie.
Oh,
Marry me.
oh yes, Charles. Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Then kiss me, my love.
Sevy to Woodland Nightly.
Over 9,000!
And the angels were surprised. We got the ring. There's the ring. Look at the ring. Take it. Take it. Take it. Boom. Okay. I'm pleased that you enjoy that feature, Greg.
Wow.
Wow. We did it. We did nothing. Your life as a grave robber.
Yeah, nope. Nope. She's not on Plunder Island, Captain LeChuck.
Then scour the seas, you ossified rats! Hunt them down,
Wowie.
then bring them to me.
Wowee.
Guybrush Threepwood. It's with him that you'll find Elaine.
You'll find
Burn down
Elaine.
every island in the Caribbean if you have to. But bring me my bride. And more slaw! Curse
And more slaw.
slaw with these value meals.
And more slaw. Isn't it funny how, like, you would say, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, but you wouldn't say Pirates of the Caribbean, but you would go on a Caribbean cruise. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, ossified means to turn into bone. That's kind of rad. Thank you. That's cool. Ossified. Okay, so it turns out she wasn't on Plunder Island. Which is good news for us, right? Probably. We need... Where do we need to go next? We remember where she is, right? She's on like a cliff. On... Right? She was on a cliff. Was she on a cliff? She was in here. Here, she's at the clearing. There she is! I only say it the first way. You only say Caribbean? That sounds very... Well, okay, you probably say something like Caribbean. That's a terrible Australian accent. I'm here to visit the Caribbean. Nope, I can't do it. I can't. Crikey. The Caribbean. Mate. No, I can't do it. I don't know why. There are times when sometimes I'm like, wow, maybe I have a good Australian accent. But every single time I try and say something Australian sounding to you, it's garbage. Okay, here we go. That's exactly it. G'day, mate. Okay. Okay. G'day, mate.
I don't think Elaine would be satisfied with just a gold band.
Spot on. Just a gold band?
I don't think Elaine would be satisfied with just a gold band.
Damn it. Do I have something I can put on the gold band? Like a cork.
I can't use the cork with that.
Okay. I would have been satisfied with just the cork. Let's be honest. So, okay. This is exciting. Did we talk about yet that horses can't vomit? Because that's the fact that immediately came to mind. Horses are not able to vomit, which means, if they ever needed to, they basically just explode. Okay, so now I need a diamond. Remember my French? I do remember your French, Donkey. It's awesome. So now we need a diamond, which is cool. Is there going to be a diamond at like the lighthouse or something? Do I have to go to Skeleton Island? Wait a second. She told me where the diamond went, didn't she? To Skeleton Island. So we need to go to Skeleton Island is what I'm saying. And we need to... Should we talk to Haggis about this? No. Diamond!
He's busy repairing the ship now.
Yeah, but... How do I... Glimpse into the mind of bird. Horses can't vomit. It's just rattling. Waiting to be revealed. It's sometimes... It's just... I don't know. So we have a... I'm sorry. While we're at it, I think I did share this with you at one point, Fitz, but because it's related, frogs also can't vomit. But they have a hack. What they instead do is extrude their entire stomach and empty it by hand. Like a gentleman. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, so we're back at the hotel. I need to figure out how to get to Skull Island, which is why I'm going over here. I know I asked him like 6 times, and you all remember it, but... Speak to him. I am no longer hungry. Okay, how do I get out to Skull Island?
How can I get out to Skull Island?
Sorry, Donkey.
There used to be a regular ferry out to Skull
There
Island.
used to be a regular
He was
ferry
off
out
to
there.
sea when the lighthouse broke. He never was a very strong navigator.
Okay. So, we have fixed...
I'm off to explore the rustic charms
We
of
have
Blood Island.
fixed the lighthouse, which means that the ferry should work, right? I was about to make lunch too. Was. I'm sorry. Sometimes things happen. Come on, Guybrush, just walk a little bit faster. Just this much faster. Okay. Should we go to the beach? I guess we could go to the beach. Hey! There he is, the ferryman. And he's got a sandwich. He does not look ominous at all. He's wearing a life jacket, so you know he's safe. Hello, mysterious figure.
Who are you?
He's the ferryman.
I am the lost.
Tell him about the frog to retrieve the sandwich.
Ooh.
I am the ferryman between here and Skull Island. Trapped for so very long in the icy ocean mists.
It had to happen, didn't
Oh,
it,
how I
Fitz?
hate that
It had to happen.
Really? I like mist. I think
Okay.
it's pretty.
Let
Well,
me
sure,
bring up
mist is pretty, but egad,
the
it's a
timer in
dull.
just a sec. Actually, I guess I'll put it on my phone, because right now the timer functions are not doing such a great job on mine. Sing mode is 3 minutes. It used to be 5 minutes, but you'll understand about a minute and 30 seconds in why. Okay. I'm trying to think of a good tune. Do 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 do. Okay. Billie Eilish is bad guy. Bold of you to assume that I know that song. Here we go. Is that how long it takes for ear bleeding to become noticeable? Give it just a second, okay? I can sing sort of okay. You know, alright? Who knows how long we've been here? You know we've been here long. 'Cause I'm not really good at this. And you know it because I take forever to solve this shit. And if you weren't here, I'd continue beating my head on it. So thank goodness I stream now, or I wouldn't get this game. I would hate it for forever, or Google it and cheat like shit. 'Cause it doesn't really matter when you do stuff like that. But you're here now, and so we're winning. Doesn't matter that you had to give me like thousands of hints just to get me through. 'Cause when you help me, it's team effort and definitely not cheating. And if you'll help me solve more puzzles, then we'll keep on beating all the Monkey Island games now. I don't know if there's more. Pretty sure there is. I bet there is. Monkey Island 4. And now that I think that
I'd like a ride out to Skull Island,
I
please.
feel I've heard that it's not worth the time.
For too long have
But
I
you're
rocked
in
that
luck,
watery
'cause
cradle.
I have
Freaky,
another
isn't it?
puzzle game in
Anyway,
my
I'm not going out there again till I'm sure I can
store.
make it there safely.
It's
I need
Thimbleweed
a compass.
Park, also by the same guys that made
How
this
will being able to draw perfect circles
game.
get you out to Skull Island?
So we'll
And
continue
that kind of compass, the directional
being
kind.
bad at solving
find
these
me one, I'll
puzzle
take you to Skull Island.
things. But if you'll come with me and give me a bunch of hints to get me through, I can assure you that I will not give up until you do. And if we can make it, then we'll win. And now we're getting on this boat. Done. Okay. Oof. Okay, if I completely stop all game progress, I can usually come up with something, but usually I try and continue to do stuff and it doesn't work out. Thank you, Potato Patronus. It's also the Telltale episodic Monkey Island games, which are fun. Yes! Wait, is this Woodland? I was doing something. I thought I turned on Mariah Carey. Talking while you sing. I know, unbelievable. We love watching you be bad at puzzles. Bravo! Oh, look at all the waffles. You might also like the Deponia games. Very similar. Awesome. I have to try it. And then there's a few that I've read. I've read about them, and it seems like I do. Okay, this guy, I know I talked to him and he said I couldn't go, but I don't remember why.
I'd like a ride out to Skull Island, please.
Super sorry.
I told you not until I get a compass. If you find
Oh,
me
a compass.
one,
Okay.
I'll take you to Skull
There it is. I wasn't reading. I wasn't listening. I turned it all the way down so I could. Okay, compass. We need a compass. I know how to get a compass.
I don't think he'd like that.
No, I wanted to use it with the seawater.
This pipe hand won't do any good there.
Guybrush. I know
I
how
don't
to
want to pin that.
make
I
a.
can't use the measuring cup with that.
Can we not? Does anybody else know what I'm doing here? Because I'm definitely building a real
I
life
can't
Boy
use the
Scout
measuring cup
compass.
with that.
And I'm really smart, okay? On paper. The Ponyo games are awesome, but the humor is an acquired taste. Interesting. You're trying to float a needle in a pan of water. Yes! But first I have to magnetize the needle, so that's important. Gonna fix you some Tucker. I'm gonna assume that's food, probably. I am gonna float the needle in a pan of water. It's actually really difficult to float a needle in water. I know this because every year I watch my poor students fail at it, and then I hand them a roll of toilet paper, and I say, now can you do it? And they're like, you've just handed me toilet paper. But last year I didn't hand them toilet paper because everyone else was hoarding it, but also because I wasn't teaching last year. Okay. I have everything to make this. I guess I don't have something to magnetize the needle with, but you'd think that that would be okay.
With that.
Yes, food. It really is nice. I'll be gonna MacGyver. Just think what he'd do. I know. He doesn't have. I don't have any paper clips, and I don't have a chocolate bar. Yes, food. Awesome. Tucker is a great name for food. Tucker's a great name for a dude too. I guess you could also call a girl Tucker. You could call anybody Tucker if you want. You could tuck her in too. Okay. MacGyver is responsible for half the contents of my purse. That's awesome. I love MacGyver so much. My cousins and I watched all 5 seasons one summer, and we loved it so much that we actually made our own MacGyver gang sign. Yes. It's very clever. It's the shape of an M. And so every time we did something clever, we would look at each other, and we would do this. Because, you know, multi-tools, flashlights, screwdrivers, yes! 95% of plastic surgeons' guidebooks are just nip and tucker. Okay, alright, so I still need, nobody has a magnet. Have we seen a refrigerator anywhere? I guess I could bang on the needle and that technically could magnetize it a little bit.
I can't use the mallet with that.
Yes, you could. Could rub it with this. If I just get some static electricity going, that could also work. I could heat up the pin, and that would increase the kinetic energy and cause it to not be magnetized. Don't listen to me. But if I could get some static like some sort of... Bird, pay attention here, box of crap. Oh. Put a lot of thought into this. Multi-tools and flashlights and screwdrivers. I'm paying attention. Akron, what am I paying attention to? Multi-tools, flashlights, screwdrivers. Are you giving me hints? Are we talking still about the contents of your purse? Because I'm really proud of that for you. Well, you said you needed a thing that I have. I do have a thing that I have. I have a... Oh. Explicatives, you're right. The bird.
I've already magnetized the pin.
Okay, good. Okay, this is great. Now we're here. Beat the man with the crowbar. Take his ferry. Now, here's the thing.
I can't use the measuring cup with that.
Why not? The measuring cup is full. The measuring cup is full of water. No, I don't want to use that. I want to use it with seawater. Damn it. Oh. It was full of sugar water a minute ago. Apparently you can't float pins in sugar water. It has to be only salt water.
I can't use the measuring cup with that.
Dude.
This pie pan won't do any good there.
I guess I could float the pin in that. That's dumb, though.
The pin just sinks. I need to make it float.
Oh, I guess I could stick it through the cork. I've tried doing that with students, too, but they all struggle to stick it through the cork. Okay. It's really tough to cork a needle. Phantom! How are you doing? Great. The specific weight is different. I mean, between salt and sugar, honestly, though, consider. I mean, if you think specific gravity, I'm sorry to correct. I know what you meant, so it doesn't matter. So, like, I guess, yeah, you're right. Don't correct me, you're right. Sugar is gonna be way heavier. But, like, consider... Okay. Get the cork, and it...
Hey, neat, it points north. Science is fun when you know the secret.
Yeah, it's great. But the pan would have worked better, just so everybody knows. I can't believe it got hung up on the pan. Anyways, doesn't salt impact electromagnetics, like conducts electricity better? It does, but in this case, it's magnetism and not like, okay, all magnetism is electromagnetic technically, but in this case, it's not electric magnetic. You know what I'm saying? In which case, the salt wouldn't cause a problem. Devil face. Okay. And now we go to the Flying Welshman. We speak about static. Yeah, static electricity could be a thing. You're right.
I'd like a ride out to Skull Island, please.
Just so you know, Mom,
I will
I'm about
never
to do
again
something
dare
that's
that
very,
wretched
very big,
ball without a compass.
very important. You'll hear
Once
about
too
it.
often
You're going
did
to
I
be very
tempt
proud.
fate. And just look what
Okay,
it did to my clothes.
Boatman.
Just
I
look
am
at me.
sorry.
I'm soaked.
I am unable.
Well, you know, I just happen to have a compass right
There
here.
it is. I should have handed him the compass immediately.
I will show you the way. Rough seas and untold dangers await you on the mysterious Skull Island.
I'm not
I
afraid.
can't. I am unable to make the Skull Island intonations. You will be. It is unfortunate that it is. Phantom, I am happy that you are here. I hope you are well. It is gooding. It is gooding to see you. Yes, I miss Booty Island. Yes. The best part
must dread the horror of this place.
of traveling alone to all of these little oases in the seas is that I land. Don't we all? Just for once, I want something to have a Skull Island that is just covered in cuddly bunny rabbits and clover. This is
This
funny.
island doesn't look like a skull at all.
It's looking like a
It looks like a
bird.
great, big, enormous duck.
Duck.
It should be called Duck Island.
Duck Island.
You see, you gotta squint and sort of turn your head and...
This is funny.
Ooh, it's
Funniness is
so
happening. They're making the jokes.
scary.
If you squint and turn your head, it looks like a bunny.
This is truth.
Anyway, see that light up there on the
The
cliff face?
skeleton of a bunny.
That's Smuggler's
Check
Cave.
it. Skeletons
Run by
of
King
bunnies
Andre, the greatest
do not
smuggler in
have
the
bunny
world.
ear skeletons
And his
because
nefarious
the ears are
assistant,
not made
Kruff.
the same.
But how do I get up
I
there?
thought it looked kind of like a
You'll
dodo.
have to go to the top of the cliff.
This is allowed.
Won't you be coming with me?
Dodos have
You
more
must go alone.
scoopy,
There will be someone there who will
you know,
help you.
more bulbous
Beware
beaks.
of King Andre.
But correcting
He is as
is that
ruthless as he is
ducks
bold.
do not have as bulbous of
luck.
beaks as
Thanks.
that particular duck. More scoopy, less spoopy. There. Look at this man, this tiny man, with his glasses and his sad expression, and his Charlie Chaplin, for lack of other dictatorship mentions, mustache. Here we go, we are speaking to the winch operator. Hello, my friend.
Hello. Can you tell me how to find the evil
Also
smugglers
his
of
lack
Skull
of
Island?
leg. Matt, it is so good to see you. You sounded like you have had a stroke. I have not been having these strokes. It's possible that this game could give me one though. But no, the left half of my face is feeling fine.
Rickety. Are you sure it's safe?
This is simply Gru.
Never used it
Also,
before,
how
but,
are you? It's good to see
sure
you.
it can't be that dangerous.
More like a
I'm
flamingo.
temp here. The
Possible.
usual elevator operator, Braunbeard.
Braunbeard.
So I'm filling in.
This
I
is
guess
so
that'll be
nice
okay.
of you, man.
What's your name?
It's Lafoot.
Lafoot. Would you lower me down to the smuggler's
Would you
cave?
lower me down to the smuggler's cave?
Should we have...
Sure, I can do that. You must weigh no more than, say, 20 pounds, right?
This is correct.
Actually, more like 120.
No, it's... Guybrush, you are forgetting you are having no ankles.
No, you're sure about this?
Oh, yeah. You don't look that heavy at all.
I am becoming unsure about this
That's not
situation.
tied securely. Here we go.
Well, here we go. We're
Okay,
going
give
to
me a
go...
little bit more slack.
Uh-oh. We are making
Whoops.
Okay, that's too much
unfortunate
slack.
progress now.
Ah!
Hopefully, we are going to be okay. Look at this falling. Such style. And the blurriness. Oh, nose. Up. Up. We are now dead. Let us be honest with ourselves. We must make haste to explore the rest of the island, apparently. Because Boatman... No. The Winchman has failed us. That got to her... Yes, I'm thinking correct. Everything is cliff top. Cliffside? Perhaps cliffside is where you're wanting... Oh. Like clip... Oh my.
Still say it looks like a duck.
It does looking like a duck. That did not happen to us before. Okay. We look at the cliff's side. Is this really what
Still
we
say
are
it looks
doing?
like a duck.
I'm liking this joke, but 2 times is the amount of times that I would like to hear the joke. We are now going here, perhaps? Okay. Looks like a duck rather than a skull, so instead of dying, your bones just got quacked. Ah! Okay. So... I'm sad I didn't think of that one first. That's okay. Let's try... Never mind. Okay,
mind.
so... I have a helium balloon.
It's fun, but I need to use it with something else.
And a cushion. Ooh, ooh.
I can't use the umbrella with that.
Okay. What do I use it with, though? A cushion?
I can't use a balloon with that. I can't use the umbrella with that.
An excellent pun indeed. Okay. So I need to use the balloon with something. That's not what I wanted to go. Is it that I can only go to the cliff top? Oh, no. No. It's gonna do this joke again.
I still say it looks like a duck.
It does. It does look like a duck. I appreciate your discerning taste, Edwin. Okay. 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 Alright. It's a puzzle. Don't worry about it. We have everything we need to complete the puzzle right now. Stop it! No, garbage! Stop it!
I still say it looks like a duck.
Yes, I understand. Okay.
I can't use a balloon with that.
With a cloud?
I can't use a balloon with that. I don't think he'd like that. I can't use a balloon with that.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay, cliff face.
There's a cave down there in the cliff face.
That's great. Rickety elevator?
It's a hand-cranked elevator. I can't use it myself. Someone has to lower me down.
Right, well, okay. We could hammer it.
I can't use the mallet with that.
Okay, well, it worked in Armageddon. So I'm on to something with the balloon.
I can't use the umbrella with that.
I
can't use a balloon. I can't use a balloon with that.
Increase the surface area and allow the slow fall of the crank. Now, I tend to generally agree with you, but it didn't work.
I can't use the umbrella with that.
You said I weigh about 20 pounds. Can I put that on there? He wants me to weigh like 20 pounds. Right?
Yes.
I don't want to try lowering down the cliff until I fix this, but I don't know what to do to fix it. Okay.
I can't use a balloon with that. I can't use the mallet with that. I can't use a balloon with that. I can't use a balloon with that.
Okay.
I don't want to lubricate. I don't want to lubricate. I don't want to lubricate that. I don't want to lubricate that.
Dang it. Oh, I see. Okay, I'd say you need a couple more pulleys. Convert the existing one into a rudimentary block and tackle. Yes. Okay. During a certain cut. Oh. Okay, good idea. I like that idea. That's worth trying.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. This is a really good idea. Okay, this is definitely
lowering me down the cliff thing again.
Probably going to work.
All right. I think I'm getting better at this.
I think he is. I'm sure he
Careful
is.
this time.
No problem.
I'm sure he's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Nobody's going to be really surprised about anything. Okay.
I got it. I got it. I don't got it.
Damn it. Okay. I know you said umbrella, but then I was like, I went back to the umbrella. I went back to the, I went back to the balloon because maybe the balloon, but you're right. It's definitely the umbrella we need to use. Okay, here we go. I know I said I was going to do something and then I didn't do the thing, but forgive me because we're going to do that thing now. But I had to split. Yes. Come on, Guybrush, be faster. Okay, buddy, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Yes.
Do you think you'll be able to lower me down this time?
All right. I think I'm getting better at this.
You sure are, man. Don't even worry about it. Here we go. Here we go. And we have time this time to try out the umbrella. Here we go. Poor Guybrush. I know. It's unbelievable.
Whoops.
Whoops. We did it! Surprisingly bouncy pirate. Look at all the pirates. All right. And all of the pirate bunny rabbits. Stand still or strike you down. Yay!
Hi there, neighbor. Got any diamonds? Wouldn't you know, but I'm fresh out.
Go away.
Darn. Let me try
It's
that
over
again.
9,000!
Yes! We did the thing. Okay.
I have got so much money, it's almost embarrassing.
Well, hello. Let's talk, Mr.
Threeport. Guybrush Threeport.
Very well, Mr. Threepwood. I am King Andre, and this is my associate Gruff.
Good job, Jonathan. That was really good.
In particular?
The Good Soup Family Diamond. LeChuck stole it, you bought it, I want it. Now. Please?
Oop.
Sir?
But we have so much quality merchandise here at the Pirates Club.
Here at the Pirates Club, we got all kinds of stuff. Why don't you want that stuff?
Everything
well.
a pirate or pirate in trading could possibly want is here. For the right price.
I'll tell you what, if they ever make a live action version of Monkey Island, I absolutely want that guy to be played by Samuel L. Jackson. I don't get it. Could you not laugh like that? You're such an odd person. You're evading the entire diamond issue. I don't
get it.
The Good Soup Diamond is the centerpiece of my collection. The fantastic energy flowing through it is the key to all my power.
You have power?
So, can I have it?
Of course you can't have it.
Of course you can't have it.
Give me something in return.
Ooh, what is it? Would you like my mallet? That diamond belongs to the museum.
Maybe we could make a deal.
As you wish. You are a formidable opponent, Mr. Threepwood. But it looks as if our game of cat and mouse must cease.
I don't understand what's happening at all here. Ryan Reynolds would make a good Threepwood. Oh man, he would be good. You know who else would do it? It would be the
I'll take it.
And so it comes with a very large
Ant-Man.
Yeah, enough with the
Guy who plays
hard sell.
Ant-Man.
How much?
Paul.
It will cost you an awful lot of money.
Paul Rudd?
Do you
Is it
have
Paul
that
Rudd?
much?
No.
I think he could also do a good job.
Well, let me think. The cash on me, my mutual fund.
Paul Rudd.
Very little.
As I
Stevie!
thought.
Hello.
But perhaps we can make a deal. My partner and I are very fond of cards, poker in particular. How about a little wager? If you can defeat
Okay,
us at
everybody, let's do poker. This will be good.
win the
It is
diamond.
Sevi! The man himself. The man of the hour. Hi, sweetheart. Sevi!
Stop
The
laughing
legend.
Like that. It's very unnerving.
So, Mr. Threepwood, the question is to you. Care to join us in a game of cards?
Absolutely. I think as a group, with teamwork and power of positive thinking, obviously, we can defeat these guys, definitely. We should deal.
Sounds fun.
Of course we should do this.
You will have to pay to enter the game.
Well, how much do I need?
A bag of nickels.
Very much.
I don't have any money.
I have a bag of nickels.
Then you can't play.
I have a bag of nickels.
What if by some unfortunate turn of luck, you happen to lose?
I have a bag of
We
nickels.
would have nothing to gain.
Wooden ones. Should I go pick up some money?
I hope you're prepared to pay for that.
Oh,
Never mind.
look at all these rabbits.
It's not that adorable. Even packed into confined spaces, they're still adorable. Pay dirt.
Ooh, what's this? JK. Okay, I want to go back. Okay, so they're all smuggle bunnies. Smuggle.
I can't reach him. I wonder if anyone can. I can't use a balloon with that.
Okay, it wasn't gonna work anyways.
I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
So I would like to get a smuggle bunny because I feel like I could. It's that guy.
Keep that door closed.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure Mr. Threepwood made it down all right.
He knew the entire time. That's awesome. Okay. So I can't just.
I was just looking.
Apparently you can't just take some treasure and be like, hey, I have treasure. So that's cool.
Look, but don't touch.
Gotcha.
I would like to grab a smuggle bunny because I feel that I could use it usefully. But I guess we should just leave. For the moment.
I'm going
Now
along,
that we
Sevi.
know.
Leave me.
Shut that door. There's a draft.
Okay, so let's talk to this guy.
Excuse me.
Do you have any money? Oh, no. I don't want to go back to... Okay. So does that mean I need to go back and make money someplace else? I don't need very much money. I just need a little money.
Never mind.
Where do we get money from? Is the question. Is Lafoot gonna give us some money? Come on, Guybrush. Walk a little faster. Alright. Let's talk with him.
Yes?
Never mind.
Okay. That didn't work. So, we need money. The classic need is money. Always. We always need money. So probably we should go, where do we go to get money? What do we do when we need money? We sell stuff, right? Guybrush, you're so slow!
Excuse me.
I guess we're going back to Blood
I'd like
Island
to go
for a
back
minute.
to Blood Island.
Okay.
Me
So,
too. This
steal
place
it?
gives me the
I
creeps.
agree. Stealing money makes some sense. Talk to the mob? Right. Yeah, Sevi, that's what you and I do all the time when we need money. We talk to them. What if I gave them that ring? I have a ring. Should I have tried that?
I'd like a ride out to Skull Island, please.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Duh, you should. Thanks, donkey.
That's not my bride to be. That's not my bride to That's not my bride. That's not my bride to be.
Okay. Apparently you can't use that. Apparently. Okay. I literally being a house cat. I want in. No, I want out. No, I want Skull Island. No, I want. It's true. You're right. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Catbird.
I'd like to go back to Blood Island.
Did you ever do anything with a death certificate? Apparently, ever again at leave. Apparently. Donkey will leave if I ever say apparently again. Alright, let's go to the shipwreck just to see if they've got anything going on here. What's going on, Haggis? You still fixing the ship and stuff? Ship shape?
He's busy repairing the ship now.
Yep, he is. Okay. Now, consider, let's think, everybody, where in the world we could get money. How about Stan? Maybe it's the life insurance policy of that one guy. Ooh. I think I did it. I think it's right.
I'm cashing in this insurance policy. Give me a lot of money.
But this is a life insurance policy. You collect when the policyholder dies.
No, honest. I was dead for a really long time.
And you just got better?
Well, yes.
Do you have any proof of this miracle?
As a matter of fact, smart guy. No.
Dang it.
Then it appears that you're just wasting my time.
I was really
Run
excited
along and play
about this.
now. I'm trying to run a business here.
Dang it. Do I have any proof that I was dead? Do I need to go back to the crypt? Do I need to die again? Do I need to do that? Do I need to get drunk and die again? Is that what I need to do? What the heck? Is that what you need to do? I mean, I can't think of anything else we could do. Do I... Do I have to go get drunk and die again? Is that what I have to do? There's a death certificate in the bottom drawer somewhere in the hotel. Death certificate. I don't understand. Maybe this is a new death certificate and it's for me. And off we go. Probably where that good soup fellow is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Guybrush. Come on. Okay. I briefly forgot what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, cemetery. And here we go. All this talk of soup is making me... You know what? I could go for some soup myself. It's almost midnight, but you know.
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
Dude, Stan used to be so much cooler when he couldn't stop moving his arms all the time.
I'm cashing in this insurance policy.
But this is a
nice
life
tomato
insurance
bisque with some
policy.
grilled cheese.
You
Ooh, that
collect
does
when
sound
the
amazing.
policyholder dies.
I'm dead. I really am.
Do you have any proof that you're dead?
As a matter of fact, smart guy, I've got your proof right here. A death certificate.
Booyah.
Well, this must be some kind of mistake.
It's right there in high-res black and white.
High-res.
I died. Give me a lot of money.
I died. Campbell's chicken noodle soup is my favorite. It's really good stuff. I'm partial to Sevi's chicken noodle soup.
Looks like I'm left with no choice but to
And it's not just because I'm married to him.
No, just give me my money.
I have no choice.
That's what I mean.
No, just give me money.
Thanks.
Okay, now we have tons of money. Yes! We are going back to Blood Island. Hopefully for the last time. Come on. Nope, nope. Garbage. And to the beach. To the guy. He still hasn't eaten all of his stuff. And we talk to him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Garbage, 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 garbage. Wonton soup. That sounds good. Nostalgic comfort food thing with cup noodles. The ones that come with yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know, I'm with you. They are somehow weirdly satisfying.
Skull Island, please.
Do they make you feel like you're full?
right, let's
Not
go.
at all. But they are weirdly satisfying. And down we go. We're gonna go play some poker. I will now give money to the guy.
No pirate would just give money away.
You're correct.
Okay, I'll play you for the diamond.
There we go.
You will have to pay to enter the game.
Well, how much do I need?
Not very much.
Sure, I can handle that. This is a lot of money. I better only give them part of it.
Truth.
Have you ever played poker before, Mr. Threepwood?
Sure.
No, would you believe this is my very first time?
Then I'll give you a brief explanation.
Okay, pay attention, everybody. 'Cause oh my gosh!
I deal 5 cards to each of us. We show our cards to
It's
each
gonna be
other,
some sort of a
and the
weird
player with
puzzle.
The best hand wins.
Well, how do I know what makes the best hand?
If you have any questions, just ask us.
I'll ask you.
do trust us, don't you?
Of course I trust you. JK. As far as I can throw you.
Of course I trust you.
Very well. Let us begin.
Come on, sevens.
Come on, sevens. That's awesome.
Take a moment
Wake
to
up.
look at your cards.
A weekend.
2 of spades, 3 of hearts, 4 of clubs, 8 of clubs, and king of diamonds. What a terrible hand.
I need to hear that again.
I've got a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, he doesn't even tell you again?
I've got a whole lot of nothing. I've got a whole lot of nothing.
Okay, awesome.
I've got a really terrible hand.
Apparently, good fortune is not in the cards.
Do you have
for
another hand of cards? I don't think so.
I thought we agreed you weren't gonna laugh like that anymore.
I have a full house. Aces over kings. You lose.
Okay, so I've got a
Perhaps you
ton
should
of
try
money so I can
again.
do this a bunch of different times, so it's gonna be okay.
You bet I'm gonna win that diamond.
Put up your side of the wager, Mr. Threepwood. Very well. Let us begin.
Come on, sevens.
Take a moment to look at your cards.
So I do have the tarot cards, and I have exactly the right amount of them.
The future is in my hands.
Yes, I know.
I've got 5 death cards. That can't be good. The future is in my hands. Nah. No matter how I arrange them, they're still terrible.
Dang it.
2 of spades, 3 of hearts. Hey, wait a second. This is the exact same hand as I had last time. How's that even possible?
Ah, that's an interesting turn of luck, Mr. Threepwood.
Well.
Does anyone know a good Thai restaurant in the area?
Don't open that door. You'll blow out the candles.
Okay, with the door open and the candles get blown out, then I can rearrange the cards, is my thought, maybe, but I don't.
I've got nothing. Something's fishy with this whole game.
The game. My brain hurts. Mine too. I guess we should, okay.
He's not much of a talker. Nothing again.
I have a royal flush. It seems as if
This reminds me of Portals 2.
Maybe your luck will improve. Perhaps you should try again.
Okay. Remember that game? It's true, you're right. We never got confused at that game. No thanks. Okay. So he's clearly going to cheat us every single time. So that's cool. So I can't do anything with the door except go in and out of it. Can I somehow blow out
I can't use the umbrella with that.
the candles?
I can't use a balloon with that.
What is that on the table?
I couldn't help noticing those adorable smuggle bunnies.
Ah, the smuggle bunnies. One of our most
The guide
popular
just says to
items.
show the tarot
Each
cards.
one comes with
I'm
a
trying to
cleverly
show the
hidden
tarot
pouch
cards, so at
just
least there's
above the
that.
small intestine.
Great, I'll take one.
None of them contains the diamond.
Oh, never mind. I want to play for the diamond again.
Put up your side of the wager, Mr. Threepwood. Very well. Let us begin.
Come on, sevens.
Take a moment to look at your cards.
No matter how I arrange them, they're still terrible. These aren't even real playing cards. What game is this? Nah. The future is in my hands.
Yeah, it is in my hands.
I've got 5 death cards. That can't be good.
So we have the right idea, which is really cool. I'm excited to have the right idea.
Stop opening that door!
Oh, sorry. I was just looking for the time cards.
And I can't do anything during those moments, which sucks. Holy shit, it worked. I don't know why it worked.
5 of a kind. Right there. Not even you guys can beat 5 of a kind.
5 of a kind.
So correct, Mr. Threepwood. We cannot beat 5 of a kind.
Uh-oh.
The question remains, however, whether or not you can beat a pair.
A pair?
A pair
of smugglers. That's awesome.
Huh? Us, Mr. Threepwood. I am talking about us.
We're gonna kill you.
Oh, I get it. Whether or not you can beat a pair. That's pretty clever. Now, gentlemen. Let's not be too hasty.
There's a delivery man out here with a package.
You idiots! You blew out the lights!
I got the diamond.
Run! Oh no! Oh no!
Don't hit him, not me, you cretin!
Who are you calling up?
There he goes! Get him!
Got what I needed from the smugglers.
Good. Let us leave this place of evil.
All right, we did
There's
it.
just one thing
I
need
don't
to do
understand
first.
why using the cards
Really?
that way
What's
didn't
that?
work.
Who's there? Oh, it's just you.
Aww.
Wait, what are you doing? Help! Help! Ah!
on the rest of your adventures, Guybrush.
What? You can't mean...
I'm
This-
afraid so.
thi-
This work is
This
too
entire series,
I'm going to find a more stable.
I have
secure-
felt that Guybrush
I hear there's
was
still an opening for a chef.
comically idiotic, but not wicked.
But my destiny lies
But
out
he
there,
is indeed actually genuinely a
beyond the
bad
rolling
person.
waves.
Farewell, good friend Welshman.
Wow.
Oh,
That
wait,
little guy.
Where'd you say Scab Island was again?
East by northeast. You can't miss it.
Checked on him. I know.
Ah, I forgot to tell him that a magnetized pin will only have compass-like properties for a short time.
You should have sent the magnet with him. Oh, I'm such a jerk. So much jerkness. I could have yelled after him. Guybrush, this is two people. Two people. Right? Yeah, I am legitimate. I am legitimately.
Another group of recruits for my army of the undead. Now, how goes the search for my bride-to-be?
He's a pirate. Yeah, he's a pirate, but he's supposed to be a good pirate. We're rescuing our true love, Elaine. Like, how are we supposed to tell her that we just dropped a guy off a cliff because he was annoying? I mean, like, honestly.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
They're on Blood Island, sir.
Kind of want to see Bird play through the elephant scene of It Takes Two. I don't know what that means. Alright, here we go. The clearing. To the clearing. And now I will use the ring.
It's a massive diamond engagement ring.
Boo! There she is! Yep, there we go. Good. He deserves it! No such thing as a good pirate. Sure there is, Phantom.
Elaine,
Haven't you heard
Are you alright?
of,
Guybrush? Where?
what's his name?
Where are we?
The guy who Elizabeth Swann likes.
We're on Blood Island. LeChuck's
The
ring
other
had a
protagonist
terrible curse on
in
it,
Pirates of the
but I put
Caribbean,
everything
played
right.
by
You're safe and everything's gonna be fine.
Legolas.
Just fine.
Orlando Bloom. That guy, you know. Yep, Orlando Brown. Kiss of the Spider Monkey. Okay, does anybody know this game? Do we know how much longer we have at this game? Because this is a lot of parts. I feel like I've been at this for like 20 hours. So it can't possibly be that long. Because we've got it definitely. We've definitely made onion.
You'll be needing it for when you scream, I do.
Where are we?
Don't you be remembering this place, Threepwood?
The Carnival
For
of
not long
Death.
I trapped you here to suffer tortures most foul.
Wait, I can remember. I've seen this place before. In some terrible nightmare.
Was no mere nightmare, Guybrush. Search your feelings. You know it.
Thank you, Matt.
Oh no. It can't
I
be.
appreciate that.
But it is.
Oh
This is the
no!
Carnival of the Damned.
Oh no! Not the Carnival of the Damned the whole time!
You fiend, why have you brought us here?
Unbelievable!
Two reasons, you pathetic privateer. I be intending to torture and kill ye. And I'll be giving Elaine a treasure.
You're wasting your time, LeChuck. Elaine's love can't be bought.
Ah, but this be a very special treasure. This be the fabled treasure of Big
Whoop.
Big Whoop?
Aye, the very pirate treasure you were searching for before I caught up with ye.
Look at that guy who's sneaking. He, like, first was over here. I'm pointing at my actual computer screen as if you were in the room with me, but you're not. He was first up in this window, that window, and now he's sneaking behind LeChuck underneath. You might see his head. What's so special about the treasure of Big Whoop?
What's so special about the treasure?
See, there
of
he
Big
is. His
Whoop?
tail. It's a
Isn't it
squirrel.
just like any
Or
other pirate
molar.
treasure?
Anteater. It's not an anteater. Something.
Ye do not yet know the dreadful power that be Big Whoop.
I guess not.
It's a monkey.
Wait
Oh.
in fear, Threepwood, when I tell you that Big Whoop be a damned portal
That's a
to
really good.
demon
Yeah,
netherworld.
yeah. It's a monkey. It is a
Okay.
monkey indeed. This game is.
Treasures of Big
It's
Whoop
called Monkey.
be
It's a
the very
platypus.
keys of hell themselves.
Yipe.
But how will Big Whoop make
Elaine love you?
Monkey make some
Elaine
sense? Maybe
shall
it could,
pass
it might.
through the hoary gates of Big Whoop,
Okay.
just as I once did, down to the inky blackness of the infernal nether regions. For you
Okay.
see, Big Whoop gives those who pass through it the greatest gift of all.
I really thought I was gonna have to beat those other guys at like a poker puzzle. Like I was gonna have to remember cards and count and crap. And I had my pen and my notepad out, which is actually just a 3x5 note card that I've written previous notes on for this game. But local scientist sees monkey for the first time. Says, "Is this some kind of a squirrel?" Okay.
But if you kill Elaine, won't she
Let's
hate
give
you
her a break.
more?
She said it feels like it's been 20 hours and it's only been.
But soon she'll be understanding what a grand gift eternal life be.
I've experienced this game at 10
Will be
times.
surprisingly small when you're the living dead.
0.1 speed.
She'll just have to give me another chance.
This whole amusement park, why?
The
I'm
Big
pretty
Whoop
sure.
Carnival was my most brilliant idea.
So at the end of the very
Once I had the
first
power of Big Whoop at my command,
Monkey
I could
Island,
make Elaine
at the end of the
mine
credits,
at last.
there was a like. She did have a little breakdown 2 minutes ago in minor breakdown. But there was a like cutscene where I was, and by I mean Guybrush. He was at a carnival with his family. And he was a kid.
Why an amusement park?
Are you going to let me finish? I'm not talking just to hear
And he had been like imagining
You're right.
all this stuff.
I've been rude. Please.
Is
go on.
the
Everyone knows
general
that the
take
life of a
that we at that time,
is a
several
long,
months ago, when we started this adventure,
lonely,
had. And it would kind of make sense then for why Guybrush would be such a terrible pirate. And I guess maybe a little bit why he would be such a terrible person. Not to say all children are terrible people, but you know, they are a little bit.
a family-oriented fun park.
Oh, that.
Family-oriented fun park, obviously.
Come to take a ride on the giant roller coaster, the Great Monkey Mountain. They reach the top of the highest peak, and then hands in the air,
Screaming like monkeys. Children are terrible creatures.
down the slope into a great
There's nothing more pure or cruel than a
That
child.
doesn't sound the least bit fun.
Yes, I think that's fair.
Aye,
No, it's true. Children can definitely be the worst. But they can also be the best in ways I never thought they could be. I don't understand how my hair got so tied into a knot down here. Okay. Okay.
Elaine will never marry you.
She loves me.
She does not. She loves me.
Nuh-uh, she loves me.
Nuh-uh.
Does not.
Nuh-uh, 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 nuh-uh. Okay. Let's get this.
I've heard enough of your
Here we go.
evil stories.
Children are
Let's
just
get
regular
this
people
over
that
with.
haven't learned to properly wear their
But there'll be
masks.
so many more horrible things I'd be
That
wanting to
is
tell you.
really, really
See, I'm ignoring you.
a little bit of nerving of you to say, Jack. But it's true, they don't have a lot of pretense. There's an entire branch of math devoted to figuring out why hair, string, headphones tangle into knots. I think that should happen. I'm not listening.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I need to get some sleep. Gotta try to exchange the broken controller and the second one I ordered from GameStop. Both for. Oh no! GameStop! GameStop! That's fine. Good night, Phantom. Have a great night.
I regret nothing.
I have no regrets. No regrets. Oh no! Okay.
It's not locked. Your plan was flawless, LeChuck, except for one minor
I
detail.
think I'm
That
in.
will be your downfall.
Like I said, he was a child. She's in her house.
Elaine on his roller coaster of death. I gotta reach her before she becomes his undead bride. What's happened to me? Head foggy. Can't think. Mind swimming. Must concentrate and rescue Elaine. I've got to save Elaine. But how can I save Elaine when I'm just a little boy? Oh, if only I could think straight.
He does have a really big head.
Must clear my mind.
Welcome to the Big Whoop Carnival, little guy.
Can't relate to having
Your old pal Dingy Dog.
Oh, for crying out loud. How can I win one of these fabulous prizes?
Well, that's easy.
Yuck.
Matey, if I can't
His ankles
get
are even
your
less
weight
present
or
than
your age, you get to pick what you want.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's
His
just
feet are
that
somehow
easy.
larger. Yeah, that's weird. Just try to guess how much I
Just
weigh.
try to guess how much I weigh.
Alrighty. Let Dingy have a look at you, little guy. Let me see here. I figure a strapping little pirate like you must weigh 98 pounds.
Ha! The joke's on you.
He doesn't have legs.
I
He would
just
really
let
let himself go.
In actuality, I'm a mighty pirate weighing in at
Oh no. 98 pounds.
98 pounds.
Oh no.
This is really embarrassing. Am I not
Yeah, poor
eating right?
Pluto.
I've been working out.
Okay. Ooh. I need something to be heavier.
You can't just have that, kid.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I just want one of those pies.
Yeah? Well, I just want out of this stinking rat head.
This stinking
Life's
rat head.
tough, kid.
Cope. It's Chuck E. Cheese. Terrible cut Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, I no longer have pirate armor, but I do have a skeleton
I
armor.
can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
And I have a balloon.
I can't use a balloon with that.
Nope. That ride's just for bigger kids.
Yay! Chuck E. Cheese fell on some hard times. I will be back. Hey, how's it going? Okay, Le Chuck E. Cheese. That's good. I like this. I like that. Okay, a sign. What does the sign say?
It says snow cones.
Soda
What kind
jerk.
of snow cones do you have?
What kind of cones did you ask?
Donkey, broken PC, legend. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, it's a story time. Okay, we can do this. Random trivia. His full name is Charles Entertainment Chief, and the reason he loves birthday parties so much is his parents abandoned him, and he grew up in an orphanage where he wasn't allowed to celebrate his birthday. This is actual canon. They released a comic book. Holy crap! Look, a squirrel or an anteater. You never know. All right, a story. Duncan Brosey. Okay, once upon a time.
Edgy cones, wedgy cones, edgy cones. I used some of my neighbor's edge in that one. Cones with spice, cones with life.
The Legend of Donkey and the Broken PC. It's truly, it was amazing. So, okay, I bring you to 1956 in the deserts of Nevada. Okay, a donkey wanders the deserts of Nevada. It was released from one of those like Las Vegas shows when somebody wasn't looking. And a lot of people in Nevada, Las Vegas specifically, aren't like looking to take care of the animals super well because it's Las Vegas. And the donkey didn't happen in Vegas, so it didn't have to stay there. I'd like a plain snow cone, please. So anywho, the donkey is wandering the deserts, right? When suddenly, as it gets to New Mexico, which is probably next to Nevada, it wanders for a while. It's eating scrub brush and things that grow in deserts, not cactuses, because a donkey would probably poke itself. Any hoodle. It at Las Vegas donkey. Yeah, it's yeah. Don't read too far into it, Jonathan. And it gets to Roswell, and I think you know where this is going. And suddenly, you would not believe this. Aliens. JK, let me do that again. Suddenly, you would not believe this. Aliens. Okay. And they show up out of nowhere. The donkey is surprised. Very surprised. The aliens haven't necessarily figured out yet that humans are the most communicative ones on the planet. Mostly they've been talking to the dolphins, which are the most intelligent, but not necessarily the most communicative. And so they see the donkey and they think, well, this must, you know, considering that the dolphins are quite intelligent and they have no legs, having 4 legs must mean a lot more intelligence. So what they do is they drop an item from the future in front of the donkey. And it is, you guessed it, a computer. But they proved this. Because they dropped it in front of a donkey onto the desert floor, it broke. It's a broken computer, which is very sad. And so the donkey obviously didn't know what to do with this computer. The aliens thought they'll be able to reverse engineer the computer. The donkey thought it was really weird that something fell out of the sky, but also that it was hungry. No one considered the repercussions. Several days later, the donkey has moved on. It doesn't matter. The people of Roswell, New Mexico, discover the broken computer in the desert. Do they know what it is? Fuck no. Computers are like, if they exist at this time, I can't remember. They're like the size of entire buildings. No way is anybody gonna believe that a computer from the year 2021 is a thing. But they pick it up anyways. They bring it to Area 51, which I'm not sure if it exists at this time. I'm not a historian, I'm a scientist. They put it just in a box. They don't even care. But here's the thing. There were donkey tracks all around the computer. That was all they saw. And now, in 2021, JK, probably years earlier when they realized it was a computer, somebody read the report of this finding, and now it's a legend. Okay. Okay, we got a snow cone. I'm gonna put blue on it. Done! A disgusting snow cone. I'm gonna give it to him.
Oops, my snow cone melted.
What? Dang it.
I don't think he'd like that.
Success. Applause. Okay, so we need another snow cone, apparently.
I'll take that old snow cone for you.
Thanks.
That's gross.
I'd like a plain snow cone, please.
What do we do with the plain snow cone? Do we give it to this? Matt.
Bye now.
Okay. Let me get this. I have to get the. Dang it. Okay.
Oops, my snow cone melted.
Okay, everywhere you go, the snow cone has trouble.
I'll take that old snow cone for you.
Thanks.
Thankfully, I can think so much better with this mask on. Thank you, Matt. It's good. It's good that we did this. This is good. I'm setting timers IRL now because, unfortunately, my timers on the stream haven't transferred super well recently. Okay, do we just need to eat the snow cone? Is that the thing? Do we do this? It protects your brain from oxidation by surrounding it in safe envelope of CO2. Yes, this is good. It's true. It's like a
I'd like a plain snow cone,
mini greenhouse effect situation. Okay, so what do I do with my snow cone? The snow cone needs to be used pretty much immediately.
This snow cone is useless here. It's a plain snow cone. I'd rather keep my snow cone. I'd rather keep my snow cone. I'd rather keep my snow cone.
Okay. Is there anything in here that tells me? So as soon as I move, The the snow cone melts.
Whoops, my snow cone melted.
Okay, so the snow cone melts as soon as anything happens. I need this anchor. And you can win one of Dingy's games. Can I? I will try. I really wanted the pie shooter one. I'd like to speak to your manager.
I need to get on the roller coaster.
I'll bet you do. It's fun. But that ride's only for bigger kids.
So I need to get bigger.
Care if it's not safe, I have to ride it now.
Oh, no, son. It's not that it's not safe for little kids to ride.
Go to the mask, get out of bed. Good night. Good night, bed. Thanks for leaving me with the pigeon mask. I'm glad you could stop by.
But wait a few years and you'll have matured enough to ride. You'll also be
Stop giving me this lecture. I don't want a lecture. I don't need a lecture. Look at me. I am a very successful grown-up pigeon person. I would like to speak to your manager.
Speak to your manager.
Oh, no, you don't, little boy. Just the sight of my manager has caused children older than you to burst.
Why does he keep talking? I want him to. It has to do with your new.
I'll bet you can't guess how old I am.
There we go.
Bet you I can. A little fearsome buccaneer like yourself must be 7 years old.
Ha! Wrong. I just so happen to be 20.
Haha.
Well, do you have any proof for your old pal Dingy Dog?
You calling me a liar?
You bet I am.
I have my proof right here.
Right here. What is it?
Scum Actors Guild membership card. Guybrush Threepwood, age 20?
Crazy.
I suppose you're right. Pick your prize.
I want the anchor. A talking skull. A bunny. A toy cannon. Voodoo doll. Give me the anchor.
Give me that anchor.
Well, take it away, son. Congratulations. Enjoy your stay here at Big Whoop.
Is it the anchor? I want the anchor, right? Is it right?
Look into your heart. I'm the prize you really want.
Well, I like the guy, but this is getting ridiculous.
Free me, my brother, and together we can...
Murray?
I'm not speaking to you. How could you pick that anchor over your best friend?
You're right.
Come on, pick me.
Well, I like the guy, but this is getting ridiculous. Murray?
I'm not speaking to you. You know I'm the best toy on the shelf.
I guess I... Oops. Okay.
Keep up the good work.
None of the other toys can summon the forces of darkness. What? You picked the anchor?
It's a really nice anchor, Murray.
Oh no, what have I done? I feel guilt.
I can't believe you picked that stupid anchor instead of me. What good is a dumb hunk of iron anyway? It's not even a real anchor.
I want to try for another prize.
Oh dang, what have I done? I don't even know.
Alrighty.
Guess my weight.
That you are 20 years old and that you weigh 98 pounds.
Wait a second, that's not fair.
Yeah, neither is life, son. You
Shoot.
learned a valuable lesson today, and that's the best prize of all.
Oh no.
Are you the real Dingy Dog?
You bet I am, and I'm here to make sure you have fun. What's your name, little boy?
Okay, for starters, I'm not a little boy. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Oh, mighty pirate, not swashbuckling. I feel like I've told several people that I'm a swashbuckling pirate. Oops. Okay.
I really want to talk to somebody in charge.
No can do, son.
Don't you patronize me.
Swell. Sounds like you learned a very big word. You're a very bright little man. That's swell.
Laugh while you can. Soon I'll destroy LeChuck and your entire world will lie in ruin.
You bet. Run along and play now, son.
Okay, what have I done? I feel like I've done something terrible.
Keep up the good work.
It's not even a real anchor.
It's Murray.
Okay. The cannon.
It's the cannon they use to launch pies at the clown.
I'm a real talking skull.
What's with the deal with the airplane food, right? Yeah, I don't know. What's the deal with the pies?
Kid, what is
I don't...
What are you guys doing here?
It's Blow the Man Down, the most fun on the Midway.
The most
Hit the
fun
funny
on the
clown and win a
Midway.
fantastic
We can
prize.
just call it
Watch
gas,
the pies
airplane
fly from the
food, a
cannon
little
with
more.
blinding speed and loud report. And if your aim is true, go home with your winnings. Join in the laughs with your happy sailor host Wharfrat and his pal Monty Meringue.
Monty Meringue. Blow the man. Yeah, I know,
What?
it's tough.
What flavor are the pies today?
We're gonna shoot
I don't know.
the cream
lemon
pie from our
meringue, I
cannon.
think. What kind of a stupid question is that?
Hit the man. Yep. Definitely a fabulous children's game. Ooh, I want to shoot the cannon.
I want to shoot the cannon. I want to shoot the cannon.
Yes, I want to do this.
Sorry, little boy, you're too young. Blow the Man Down is for older kids.
That's
I'm older.
discrimination. How do I know it really works if I can't see it go off?
Okay, kid, you want to see the cannon fire? Here we go.
Never mind.
Okay, can I put something inside of the cannon? Like an anchor? Can I put the anchor inside of the cannon? That's what I want to do.
I don't want to weigh that down. I don't want to weigh that. I don't want to weigh that down.
Dang it. Okay.
This anchor looks good, heavy, and useful. Nah.
I want...
Stupid anchor.
I can't use a balloon with that.
I want to put something into the cannon.
A lousy undead monster anyway.
I don't think so. My
Tofu cannon.
won't do
Nothing.
anything.
Ugh.
I'm going to wait for an owner who understands my need to bring fear and pestilence on the likes of you.
It's a huge stack of meringue pies.
Get lost, kid.
Dang it. Okay.
Get out of here before I call up the demonic legions of Hades and set them upon you like a swarm of angry locusts. If you value your life, mere mortal, you will flee before Murray.
It says it's very heavy.
Yeah, that's the point.
It says it's very heavy.
Yeah, I want to use it with me.
It says it's very heavy.
Ugh.
Let me on the roller coaster.
Nope. That ride's only for bigger kids.
I am bigger.
I really want to talk to somebody in charge.
This isn't working.
No can do, son.
Okay, what can I do with a snow cone and an anchor? Nothing. As soon as you move, the snow cone melts.
Keep up the good work.
I'd like to apologize to everyone for trying to put the anchor inside of the cannon to shoot at the face of the weird clown guy.
I can't go back there.
Why not?
I'm deathly afraid of mimes. Nah.
Mimes.
I don't want to weigh that down. I can't use the skill.
Magic wand.
The magic wand has no effect on that. I don't think he'd like that.
Okay, pigeon time is over. Ugh. We could have not told Matt that we weren't doing the whole pigeon time. Ugh, I'm so itchy. I have latex sweat. Ugh. Okay, you also have a pie tin. Oh, I do. You're right. Oh, hey, I see. I would have told me. Okay, pie tin, and I have an anchor. I will make a...
Now it's a heavy pie pan.
Ah, okay, and then I will put this inside of the cannon.
This pie pan won't do any good. This pie pan won't do any good there.
Okay, well...
Hey, what are you doing over there?
I feel terrible.
Oh, happy day! We're saved!
I was just offering.
We don't need it, kid. Get lost. Hey, what are you
Dang
doing
it. Okay,
over there?
I had to distract him.
I found this pie tin.
I had to ask him how to show me
Happy day. We're saved.
how to use the stupid cannon again, and then I can put the pipe
We
that.
don't need it, kid. Get lost.
We're so close to the end. I don't want to quit. Okay. That's the fire the cannon.
Cannon again.
I already showed it to you.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
All
Do it
right,
again.
kid, just one more time.
Chow. I can't do anything. Dang it! I can't do anything.
What in the world is meringue?
I don't know, kid. Whipped egg whites, I guess.
What's Dingy Dog really like in person?
What are you asking me for? I'm just a giant rat. I'm not allowed to associate with His Highness, the great and mighty Dingy Dog.
I guess I can check. I think I have shaving cream. Right? Shaving soap.
Now I've got a heavy pie pan full of shaving cream.
Boom.
What are you doing over there?
Good job. Good job,
I
Jonathan.
found this pie, mister.
Huh? Oh, yeah, thanks, kid.
Shoot it, shoot it.
Not right now.
Oh, but I want to see the cannon fire.
Okay.
Look, man, I pay your salary. You want me to tell the Chuck you've got unhappy kids running around here?
Ooh.
Okay, you little...
He doesn't notice how heavy it is. I can't believe we've done this.
Did you just hear something?
Twice.
No.
In
Weird.
5 minutes of game time. Like actual real-time game, not us solving puzzles. We have killed someone. Murdered. Now, we can go to the gate and open it because we're not afraid of mimes. Excuse me. And now we're gonna put our face in the hole.
Nah. Yoo-hoo, stinky Mr. Rat.
And then
Get out of there, you little
murdered
punk.
in cold. I know,
What are you gonna do
totally
about it,
cold blood.
vermin boy?
And then
This'll teach
we're
you.
gonna look like we have a beard.
It feels delicious. Maybe later.
It
feels delicious. I'd rather keep these pie bits for a better time.
Okay. Well, I guess we could use the shaving soap to make a beard on us anyways, but I... Can we use it on our snow cone? I don't know what to do with the snow cone yet.
I'll take that old snow cone for you.
Push the dog man. Okay.
Thanks. I changed my mind. I don't want a snow cone.
Bye now.
Push the dog. I'll do it. Pushing the dog man. Here we are.
Let me on the roller coaster.
Nope. That ride's only for bigger kids.
I really want to talk to somebody in charge.
No can do, son.
I really want to talk to somebody in charge.
I don't think it's working.
No can do, son.
Let me on the roller coaster.
It's not working.
Nope. That ride's only for bigger kids.
Keep up the good work. I don't think he'd like that.
Shove. Okay.
Now that's not very nice.
We have become an entirely different person.
come on now, stop hitting your pal Dingy Dog.
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm not gonna warn you again, kid.
Violence.
You better cut that out. Yeah, you're really starting to bug me, kid.
I don't condone any of
That
this.
does it. You're going down, little punk.
Uh-oh.
Ow, he bit me.
Hey, give me back that hair, kid. You're ruining the suit.
My pirate instincts tell me I should keep... The hair is useless here. I'd rather keep these pie bits for a better time. Like oil and water. Like oil and water. Like oil and water. I'd rather keep these pie bits for a better time.
What's the better time? Not the snow cone. Okay, okay, alright, snow cone. Snow cone. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm trusting you, Jonathan is over here. He's just like, no, Bird, you're not gonna get to do this on your own. You can't do this on your. Put the three together and consume.
Kid. Bye now.
I almost am barfing. Oh, a little bit.
That meringue looks... I'd rather keep... That meringue looks tasty. Ugh, hairy. This snow cone is useless here. Ooh. What an incredible taste I've discovered.
Am I gonna throw up everywhere? Am I gonna grow up suddenly? What's happening? Why is the kid looking at us like that? Please stop. What's happening? Jonathan, what have you done?
Nope. That ride's just...
I really thought it was just gonna let us go somehow. I don't understand. Why is it this way? I've consumed it. Am I gonna be bigger now?
Keep up the good work.
But... The pepper mill? There's a pepper mill somewhere? I don't have a pepper mill. What the... Why is everything this way? Okay. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Pepper snow cones. Am I gonna sneeze a bunch? Okay.
I'll take that old snow cone for you.
Okay. 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 I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'd like a plain snow cone.
I don't get it.
Okay, kid.
Am I gonna sneeze?
Bye now.
Is it gonna put hair on my chest?
Ugh, hairy. That meringue looks tasty. Mmm, peppery goodness.
I'm used to adventure game logic, and this one is not scanning for me.
Brain freeze.
Guybrush kicks butt. Once again, this is... I'm thoroughly weirded out, if anybody wondered. It's a three-headed monkey just waving at us. It's like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Oh no! This game is the trippiest thing. Can I just go places? Oh, I guess you can. I guess I could have done that. Do you have to choose one of these? There's keys down there. Which one do we choose to get off on? Like the snow? It's gotta be the LeChuck one, right? Because that guy looks real.
Where are they?
Nah. No. It's every sailor's worst nightmare. The giant snowy ape.
Okay, apparently that was wrong. Dip the rabbit in the water, then stick him in the fuse box as you can.
I missed that car.
Okay. Next. Oh.
Elaine! Ah, Freakwood is only you. Have you seen Elaine? She told me she was just going to powder her nose, and I haven't seen her since. I can't even believe it. I fell for that one again. Now stand still, boy, so I can flame broil you.
Flame broil it. Okay. I have nothing. What am I supposed to do here?
Ouch!
Get back in the...
Ow!
Nah. No. It's a mechanical Herman. This one doesn't talk. Thank you, technology. Ew.
Dang it.
Ah, you again. If you've ridden me, Coaster, why haven't you been boiled in me molten pool of lava? Elaine must have fiddled with me controls and rerouted the tracks. She'll be the death of me yet. I mean, again. But curses if I can't help but love the little woman. Eat flaming death, Freakwood.
Oh. Ouch! Ow!
Okay.
Too late for me to get out.
Apparently I can't join that one. I'm pretty sure that guy's the actual
It's
guy.
Dynamo Monk Electric Wally. My God, he looks so lifelike. Hey, wait a minute. He really is Wally. I don't think he'd like that. Could you please stop that annoying swinging?
Is there like a sword or something? There is. There's a sword down here. Dang it. Okay. So it's actually him, and we need to figure out how to rescue him. I just don't know how.
Aye, Freakwood. It be me.
It's like that one time when I was stuck in the stupid bunker with him, and I can't figure out what to do.
Sorry you ever set foot here on Monkey Island. When I'm through with
I need a sword. Or keys. I guess there were keys under the tracks at the one spot, but I just... There's nothing I can do here.
Oh.
Run.
Ouch! Ow!
Okay. I think that's all I can get from here. Come on! Okay. Oh, I guess I can.
No.
Rum Rogers, keg of rum. I'll take it.
No.
Dang it. Okay.
Back again?
I I'll be chasing you around this roller coaster till you be my
Can I blow him up if I just put the rum out?
Darn.
What if I had thrown the rum at him? I probably should have thrown the rum at him, right? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't think he'd like that. I can't use the rum with that.
I don't have anything that I can, like, use
I don't
on
think
him.
He'd like that. Yeah, I'm glad to see that I'm featured among the attractions here.
I know. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm gonna throw... That didn't work. Okay, there's a flask. Where's the flask? Can you imagine just doing this for hours and hours and having to figure this shit out? Okay. I don't see a flask anywhere. You mean like what we're watching now? Yeah, yeah. Zombie LeChuck, Wally, lantern. Can I use the lantern?
I can't use the rum with that. Like oil and water. Ouch! Jeez, that stings.
I don't blow it out, okay. Do I have a flask? I don't have a flask. I got a flask of oil now. So that's really cool. Now take. What do I do with it?
Darn, here he comes.
I have to put the rope in it, right? Probably?
For as long as it takes to make you one of the undead.
Uh-oh.
That didn't work.
Ouch! Ow!
Okay, I'm gonna hop out here. I'm gonna try.
There. It's soaked in oil and probably highly flammable.
Cool. And then jump out of the fourth area with the snow. Oops.
You don't give up easily, do you?
I'll never give up, and I have all eternity to house you.
Holy crap. Use the fallen rope with the cake of rum and create a fuse, and then wait. Okay, alright, we're gonna do it. How? Explain to me, somebody. Like, I genuinely dislike having to take advice on stuff like this. But somebody explain to me, how is it possible to logic that out? Like, who... Who... Who just plays this game and says, I know what to do? Given enough time and the fact that they used to have 900 number tip lines, I guess.
I can't use the oily rope with that. Cool.
And then reasoned that the snow was the only place you hadn't found anything. Do you need my help? Yeah. Thanks, Donkey. And I gotta get the pepper mill ready. Now we wait. Been holding my answers back. Come on, LeChuck, where are ya? I'm waiting! In the words of Vicini. Advice column. Nice.
Will you please stop?
I'll not stop until you joined me.
What do you need advice for, donkey? Dang it. Should I keep growing my hair out and do a Viking braid? Maybe with your beard. I think that would be cool. Okay. I like Viking braids. I think Viking braids are awesome. Yeah. I don't think you should grow your, like, upper hair out to do that. That sounds like too much work, but a beard Viking braid sounds amazing. Look at that, and we ended up marrying her. Look at, they're all so happy for us. They're married. I will cry. Viking braids can turn into dreadlocks, though. This is true. They can. We did it. I think we did it. Did we finally do it? Oh my goodness. Yes. Wow.
Run, mortal. But do not
Happy ending if you ignore the cold-blooded murder of the small peg-legged man and the clown. I had a mullet when I was.
Do you hear me? I shall return.
Oh my goodness. My uncle used to have a braided beard before. That sounds awesome.
This is so unfair.
We did it, you guys. We finally, okay, and what I hear about Monkey Island 4 is that it's got, the mechanics are pretty rough. Yay! Wow, you did it. And I think I'm done with the Monkey Island, series. But this has been a trip. Wow. Whew. I have discovered a lot about myself. In world record time. It's true, yeah. I should actually be a Monkey Island speedrunner. Let's be honest. Now back to Portal 2. So cute. I kind of want to see if there's like an end credit scene. But probably there isn't, right? I don't know. Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot that happened. Yeah. What I've definitely learned about myself is that these are not games that I am naturally good at, and I cannot think of people who would naturally be good at these games. Marvel hadn't been out. I can think of a lot of people who would enjoy these games, but I can't think of anybody who would like get into this game and be like really get. Maybe I don't know. I guess there's entire books of lateral thinking problems where you have to come up with ridiculous solutions, and people somehow do those. Am I just rationalizing my failure? You can see people who would enjoy the atmosphere, but not the one that wouldn't need a guide and say, "Oh, that's bullshit." Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, I can see that person. I just don't know somebody that would just, I mean, getting through this game without a guide is my, I guess. Like, who gets through this game without a guide? Do we know anyone? Is that a thing? Does anybody know anybody? Raise your hand. If you know somebody who got through Monkey Island, any game, without help. I didn't see you use no. That's true. I made it through mostly guide. I did read through a guide in Monkey Island 2. A little bit. I did. I read a guide because nobody was there to help me at the time. And the people that were there to help me, they were being really quiet. Especially the snow cone thing really throws me. I don't know that there's any lateral logic that we get. Yeah, I don't get it at all. Maybe there's like a joke that I'm totally missing. Me, I beat this game 5 times. Got to say that. Like, this is a lot. Okay, I don't know. Does anybody know if there's like an end scene? I feel committed to it now, but human resources. Look, there's somebody named Elaine who was part of this game. Administrative support. Okay, we're to special thanks already. There's a full theatrical release after the. Yeah. We're to special thanks already. So everyone at Transaction Software Technologies. Brett Mogilevsky, what a great name. Angie Brown, Jeff Brendan, Ron Gilbert. All of these guys. And a very special thanks to George Lucas. Dedicated to the memory of Brett Barrett. Aw. Brett must have loved just messing with people's heads.
This carnival is
there
great,
it is!
Dad.
It sure is, son. But you know, rumor has it that the man who built this place is buried here. They say that to this day, his frozen body remains in the
Brett must have been the dude throughout the cliff. Ah, that's horrible.
Amusement park.
That was it. That was it! And then they show us. Then we're back to the owl. All right, everybody. What a trip. Holy cow. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me find you somebody awesome to end your night with, because wow, wow. Thank you for the help, for hanging out. This has been a fabulous time. Fabulous time indeed. It was literally a Disney reference. Nice. Let me take a look at who I know who is online. We got enough that it makes me want to do. See if we can read out in community. Anybody doing Monkey Island? Nope, we are Monkey Island. Monkey Island 2? Nobody. Just Monkey Island? Monkey Island. Nope, those are videos. I guess not. I guess we will find somebody over here. Let us see. Who are we gonna do? Who are we gonna go to? I have not gone to see Stardust 10. Extremely laggy. No! Hopefully we'll go. The scream definitely worked. No, it's too far. It's too far. It's too much. We've gone. Okay, now we've gone this far. All right, I see what we've done. All right, we're gonna go to Stardust Hannah. She's playing some Kingdom Hearts, which I like. It's been a while since I've seen her. We're gonna go ahead and raid out to her, you guys. Thank you again so much for hanging out. Now play House Flipper. You guys, have such a great night. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I will hopefully catch you guys next time. Otherwise, have a fabulous night. I will see you over at Stardust Hannah's channel. She's playing some Kingdom Hearts, which I hope to play at some point. I will see you later. Have a great night. Bye!